I will do my best not to ignore it and try to pronounce it as to the best of my ability. I'll tell you right now, I don't do very well with French accents, so I'll give it my best shot, but I frequently fail there. All right, Bravo team, let's have Noah Fletcher. Noah Fletcher will be Bravo team lead. All right, I see the confirmation from Fennicus. All right, let's get a wave or something from Noah Fletcher. Charlie team lead shall be Zixian Karn. Delta team lead shall be Cusifer Karn. Echo team lead shall be I got a lot of candidates here. Let's go with Pumpkin Spice Fava. And then Foxtrot team lead shall be Riley Nabolo. Okay. Golem side team lead, similar to team Golem side lead, similar to team lead. Excuse me, will be responsible for ready checking all of Golem side when we first split to slime golems when we first enter the instance. I will not be present on Golem side, so whoever gets designated will be like the deputy leader, and you're gonna make sure that a strat is discussed. You personally don't have to brief the strat. You can delegate, right? That's part of leadership. Just make sure a strat is discussed between yourself and your 23 other teammates. Just figure out what you guys are gonna do over there. Once that strat is discussed, make sure no one is confused as to what they need to do. All right. Do not let us start if someone is like, hey, what do I need to do? I have no idea. Like, you know, just make sure that that's ironed out. And again, if you don't know the answer to a question, you've got plenty of experienced folks over on Golem side that will be willing to jump in and help you out. Okay. So, and then once you guys are done with that, just make sure all three teams over there run a ready check, and then shout out Golems ready in shout chat, because we'll be far enough away where yell won't work. So make sure you shout that out. All right. And then you're gonna hold still and wait for me to finish slime side stuff, because I'm pretty thorough and slow with my slime side explanations, at least the first time we go in. Okay. And then subsequent pulls, if we wipe, like we do a little bit of debugging and try again. But yeah, slime side will probably finish like way later than golem side, so just kind of keep that in mind, and try not to go AFK and get kicked. All right. All right. With that said, let's pick someone. I would like to see. You know what? I want to put Anla here in golem side as golem side lead, so you can hear his voice. Fellow host here at Lego Steppers. And special shout out to Anla. I've been trying to do like overflows and post wipe run backs and stuff. So, you know, he's trying to get people in and get more experience too. All right. So, thank you, Anla, for doing that. And we'll put you in Golem side, the Golem side share today.
Say again.
Can you lead Golem side?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was just shouting you out, man, for like thanking you for trying to get the salty run backs and, you know, get the overflows and stuff. Like apparently there was a lot of demand last night for DRS, as I understand it.
Not enough demand for my taste, but yeah.
That's okay. All right, but yeah, shout out to Amla there. So you guys get to experience his leadership when you guys go down to Golem side. All right, let me take a look at Slime Golem breakdown. 5 tanks, 5 healers slime side, 4 tanks, 5 healers on Golem side. No flex required. I would like to content respect the Buster again today. Let's continue getting practice on that. Because it took, I think on Thursday when we did respect. It took some healers by surprise that there was a doom after each hit of the cleansing slash, and I did forget to brief that. So once I saw that go out, I instantly knew. I'm like, okay, I need to remember to mention this next time. So we'll do content respect and try to get some practice out there. Try to pick some different tanks to do stuff, and you know we'll learn how to do content respecting Queen Buster, just to know how to do it in the event that like your run doesn't happen to have like enough pure invulns to cover all the busters. All right. No, I didn't check Alliance chat for our wave, so I saw Fennecis. Did we get a wave from Noah Fletcher? A lot of chat has happened. I'm sorry. Can I get a wave from Bravo, Charlie, Delta Echo, and Foxtrot team leads? Yep, there you are. Okay, thank you. Zixian Karn, Cucifer Karn, Pumpkin Spice. Yep, there you go. And Riley Nabolo. There you go. Okay, thank you. All right, sorry about that. If you guys waved earlier, I missed it. Apologies. Okay, Ophelia Aveline, can you confirm that you're bringing Perception? You're gonna be Sweet 2. You're gonna be Percepting after Phantom on the way to Trinity Avowed TA. All right, trying to contact Ophelia Aveline. There you are. Okay, good. Yeah, just make sure you bring Percept, and then once we go in, just confirm that you make sure you put it in your holster, and then confirm in shout chat that you are indeed bringing it as Sweet 2. All right. Let's do some R checking here. Also, Ophelia, make sure you update your nickname. Just add your last name. Ophelia, Dio, and Zixian. Make sure you add your last names to your Discord nickname. That is part of the requirements. So just make sure you meet all that. Lily, also make sure you put your last name there. Okay, you got a couple AFKs. That's fine. If you're not ready, that's okay. Just continue prepping up. If you haven't had your healer discussion, make sure you have that in party chat. Deconflict, Steel Sting, Spellforge with your healer and or pseudo healer as your situation might warrant. Let's not have two individuals in the same party without the full set of tools, Steel Sting or Spellforge in front of Queen's Guard. Okay. If you are trying to contact your teammate and you say like I'm bringing Spellforge and you don't hear anything from your teammate in party chat, if they don't say anything other than like I understand I'm bringing Steel Sting or something like that, then insist on a full response. Okay, don't settle for okay. Don't settle for being ignored. Preparation is its own mechanic for DR Savage, even more so than like DR Normal or whatever other foray that you're doing these days. Just make sure you have that full conversation, because once we go in, we can't pop out and like go to the market board if we're like missing stuff. Okay, we can't even trade fragments or anything. So insist on a full conversation. Let's not have like half a conversation and then find ourselves in front of Queen's Guard with someone saying like, I thought you were gonna bring the thing. Because that used to happen before I started insisting on full conversations. So that's okay.
Echo,
Okay.
I know you said you wanted me to lead, but Chris has also showed interest in leading golems.
Who did? Sorry.
Chris Johansson.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to lead instead?
Sure.
Oh, good. Nice.
I didn't realize we had a new voice here. Chris Johansson?
Yeah, and
Hi.
yeah.
Two S's. Okay, there you are. Thank you. Yeah, we'll put you there. No problem.
Cool.
Yeah, and thank you for raising that, Emma.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Looks like we have a bio real quick. Actually, you just said you're back, so I'm just gonna art check here. All right, if you need to do like a preemptive bio, hit no here and go ahead and handle it. If you gotta get a glass of water, cup of coffee, whatever you need to do, get comfortable. We're gonna be in here for a maximum of 3 hours for a single instance. Maybe longer if we happen to wipe and re-instance at Slime Golem. Wipe at Slime Golem, re-instance, then that just resets the timer. I'm not trying to take all that time. I am trying to go as fast as I can, but like I'm also very thorough in explanations just because we happen to have fresh folks with us, so I'm not gonna be like steamrolling through things. All right, yeah, take this time to get your to do preemptive bio. If you have to go to the bathroom while we're inside, that's okay. Just let your teammates know, so we're not like thinking that you're here, and then just go ahead and handle it. And as I said earlier, but like I can remember the words when I type it out, but I can't say it.
Do you have a second monitor?
I do have a second monitor. I typed it out in a lunch chat here. Alguien que no hablan inglés, por favor, díselo para puedo tratar de traducir. I think that's correct. I just wanted to make sure that like our Spanish folks know that I'm not trying to leave them behind if they don't understand English. We had a non-English speaker or a limited English speaker like a few days ago. So German when? German's already supported it through auto translate. Yeah, Spanish is not supported through auto translate, and neither is Portuguese. But I'm definitely not speaking Portuguese because I don't know it at all. Yeah, I don't know. That's a question for Skex, not me. No, I don't speak Russian. Yeah, I don't know. Ray check going out again. I'm preempting. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes people are quiet, right? Like I didn't know until we wiped on slime that the person I was talking to had no idea that like what I was saying. So I just wanted to kind of preempt it. And if not, if no one speaks, if everyone here understands English, then we'll roll. Oh, really? Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there a lot of different languages, different dialects and stuff. All right, 48 out of 48. Looks like everyone is ready. Let's go ahead and cue in. All right, I have queued us in. Go ahead and click commence. If you're alt tabbed out, please alt tab back in. Go ahead and click that commence button. Let's get the show on the road. Higher, like, worldwide speaking, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know of any studies that actually looked at that. I'm pretty sure that there's a couple out there, but I don't know any off the top of my head.
Studies for what?
Like worldwide, like language usage. Anyway, we're here inside DRS. Let me say a few things here before we get off too far off track. Welcome to DRS. As soon as the gates go up, get to the cache, pop your pure essence, re-razor, your first two lost actions, whatever you're gonna be using in here. Oh wait, hold on. Did I say Steel Sting or Spellforge? I already forgot. Mikagami, what are you taking? Steel? Okay, I'll take Spellforge then. Pop your initial actions, your first pure, well, hopefully your first and only pure that we're gonna be popping today. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I don't wanna make it a big deal if we wipe here. So, slime golem wipes do happen on occasion, and they're not particularly rare. So if it happens, just kind of take it in stride, and it's just part of the learning experience. Okay. Let me see here. Just add that. Okay. Once you're done at the cache, make sure before leaving the cache that you've filled your holster completely full. Okay. Don't step away from the holster if you're only at like 97 or 98 out of 99. All right. If you're carrying empty space, please go back to the cache and leave that empty space in the cache. All right. Light curtain is one weight. You can pop that at queen and potentially give yourself some insurance against getting zapped by a lightning orb for 10 seconds. That gives you a single charge of a 10-second reflect. That is one weight. Resistance potion is also one weight. That will give you like a regen on the server tick. And that can help out if your team happens to have like completely dead healers, and like maybe you're the only one alive. Having that resistance potion on hand might not like save your life completely. It could though, if you pop it, and it'll take the edge off the bleed, and maybe you'll live, right? But having completely empty space, you can't click on empty space to give you a regen. You can't click on empty space to give you a reflect or anything like that. So just leave your empty space at the cache and fill your pockets all the way to full. All right, let's get shouts, confirms of our sweeps 2 and 3. So I'm looking for Ophelia Aveline to open their Lost Finds holster and make sure that you see a Lost Perception in your holster, and then shout out if you see that. And then also for Lorelei Masters, also just make sure that you have a Lost Perception in the pocket. You don't need to have it on now, just make sure you have it in your holster, ready to go. You have perception, good. You got it? All right. Yeah, make sure you're actually looking in your cache before you say that. Okay. Folks are still at the cache, that's fine. Once your team is standing at the at your respective team markers with you, just kind of buddy check each other. Make sure everyone's got a pure, re-razor. Do a gear check also, just kind of check yourselves. If you have, save the queen gear. Go ahead and equip it. If not, don't worry about it. So I'm talking about like Bojin earring if you got that, augmented runners, whatever. Bojin runners, I think. If you have that, then go ahead and equip that. If not, it's not a big deal. Just don't be naked. That's the minimum requirement. Yeah, Bojin earring. So like if you see that save the queen effect, that's the only like gear related improvement that you can get in here. And as long as you're not naked, then it'll just give you the same stats. But yeah, buddy check each other, mouse over, reminiscence buffs. All right, healers and pseudo healers, please confirm to your teammates in party chat that you have the Steel Sting or Spell Forge either in your pocket or popped, whatever. As long as you're bringing it for Queensguard. Just kind of verify that to each other. All right, healer, if you have any questions or need some help or something, just make sure you say something. Or are you standing at the cache for some other reason? All right, I'm assuming that they're still like sorting stuff out over there, so we'll just let them run that out. All right, while we're in here, folks, please make sure you maintain responsibility for your own connection to the game. Do not get AFK kicked. All right, there are many instances like right now where we're just waiting for everyone to get on the same page. There are 48 of us, so sometimes it takes a minute, sometimes it takes a couple. So that said, we'll occasionally do a wiggle check, but don't assume that that's going to happen and like the reminder is going to go out every time, okay? Just make sure you maintain responsibility for your own connection. Healer Mark 5, are you okay up there? Do you need something, or are you missing some? All right, never mind. Okay. In a few moments, actually, let's have all of our team leads go ahead and run a ready check and report when ready in yell chat. And then after this ready check in a few moments, I'm going to call for jump. Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot teams are going to take the east jump pad, the right circle. Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie teams, we are going to take the west jump pad, the left circle. Still grayscale. Oh, oops. Thank you for the reminder. That would not help for the VOD later. All right, appreciate the heads up. Echo is ready, Foxtrot ready, Charlie's ready, Bravo is ready, Alpha is ready, Delta is ready. All teams are ready. Last call for cash, last call for appraiser. We have someone going to cash? No? Okay, I thought you were going back up. Sometimes it happens. All right, cash is clear, appraiser is clear. Jump, jump, jump. Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot teams, go ahead and hop on down Gulag Gang voice chat, and you'll be taking directions from Chris Johansson. Good luck with your encounter. Now talking to slime side only. Slime side only. Please do not advance past the alpha marker. This is a safety protocol that we're observing, so don't get any accidental right clicks on the door. Don't worry about Percept. Don't worry about Percept, and please don't advance past the alpha marker. Who's that? Mega Solomon? Come on back here. We're gonna have our tanks pop inbone and sweep all this stuff, so no need for perception. All right, try to align yourselves north and south of your respective team markers. Alpha goes to Alpha, Bravo to Bravo, Charlie to Charlie, please. So Pompadour door, make sure you're standing north of Alpha. And let's also have Fennicus Firebird. Why don't you join North Alpha as well? And Aldous Firevine, we'll just have you go North Alpha. Why is everyone south? All right. It's okay. No. Kitty Arm Major, yeah, come back. There you go. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. Who's this? So we have two healers north of Charlie. Cedric, Magi. Why don't you go south, Charlie, please? Go south. Make sure you check which way is south on the map and then stand south of the marker. All right, Noah Fletcher, please take position North Bravo. Yep, there you go. Let's have Mega Solomon join North Charlie. Dragonflight Drakthir, North Alpha. Drizzt Devondoom, South Alpha. Oh, there's a person on them. Okay. Bacon Mage, South Charlie, if you would please. All right. Let's take a sanity check here. North and south of the Bravo markers. We should have 2 souls. Does not matter what your job is. And I think our decorated veteran of many battles here in DRS, Iryoku Abaleska, is going to be sweeping for traps in the hallway today. And good to see you back here, sir. All right, north and south of the Alpha and Charlie markers, there should be the following composition: 1 tank, 1 healer, and 3 DPS. You're not all going to be in the same team. That is okay. There should be 3 DPS standing north and south of the Alpha and Charlie markers. If that is not the case, please bring that to my attention so we can fix that. But I am looking, and it looks like we're configured correctly. All right. Let's talk about area assignments here. Individuals north of Bravo, you're going to the north end of the hallway. When we open the door, just make your way to the north, and Noah Fletcher, don't try to race your tank partner Iryoku Abaleska north, because he's gonna blow up a trap in the hallway. So just give him enough space to do that, and then once you see that explosion happen, just proceed on to the north end of the hallway. Drogon, Zaldrizzi's, and I'm Tofu South Bravo. You guys are just gonna be south end of the hallway. All right, if you are north of Alpha, individuals north of Alpha, you're standing with Aldous Firevine. You all are assigned to the northwest room. That is the second door on the left. Individuals standing south of Alpha, you are with Oni Kamen Rider. We are assigned to the southwest room. That is the first door on the left. Individuals standing north of Charlie, you're with Lamia Obinata. You all are assigned to the northeast room. That is the second door on the right. An individual standing south of Charlie, you're with Seawalker. All of you are assigned to the southeast room. That is the first door on the right. If anyone here has any question as to which room they are assigned to, please make sure you say something. And otherwise, let's talk about what we have to do here specifically. We use a no perception strat to cover all the traps here. So as I mentioned earlier, we're not going to do any perception. Just all tanks are going to pop sprint, pop invuln, and then run a specific route that is indicated in the first picture in raid text chat on Discord. I think Aldous Firevine and Oni Kamen Rider have seen this many times. Iryoku, you've seen this. Lamia Obinata, are you familiar? Have you done this before? And I think Seawalker has seen this a few times. Not a slime tank. Okay. Just make sure you identify that line in the northeast room on the picture and cover that line. Cover that path in the northeast room. So you're gonna pop sprint, pop invuln from the door into your room, and then run in a straight line from your door through the circular pad, touch the far wall because you want to cover the trap behind the circle, and then return to your circle and then stand by for your healer. All right, and that will be the first action that is taken here. For all of you guys who are not tanks, please do not race your tank teammate into position, okay? Especially our DPS folks. Give your tank enough time to sweep ahead of you. Like, it doesn't take a lot, just half a second, okay? Make sure that you're far enough back from them so that if they do pop something, you're not caught up in the explosion, all right? If you are racing or tailgating your tank into position and you get exploded by a trap, that's going to be your fault, okay? So just just be a little bit patient. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast, okay? Once tanks have done that movement, everyone will kind of get into position into their assigned area. So as I mentioned before, all of you guys are assigned to a specific room based on where you're standing right now. So again, if you forgot already, make sure you say something so I'll remind you. Healers, we're going to stand close to the hallway on the extreme north or extreme south end of the room that we're assigned to. And then DPS, you're going to take extreme outer corners of your rooms, okay? So once everyone's positioned, healers just start pulling viscous clots from the hallway or actually before I go into that, overall objective of Slime Side is to gather viscous clots from the hallway into the four corner rooms, and then we're gonna gather them on the circular pad in each corner room, and then gather them and have them fuse up one at a time. So like after the first fusion, it's gonna be +1. Next fusion +2, so on and so forth. We're going to fuse up to +4 individually, so not on like any sort of schedule. Just make it happen. Once you're at +4, tanks, just make sure you're watching that buff. Once you're at +4, stop pulling off your healer. Healer's going to bring one more into the room, and then just call out your room for +1. Okay, so for example, since we're standing south of Alpha, in the case of Oni Kamen Rider, Oni is going to call out Southwest for +1 in Yell Chat. So I'm please say something like that, indicate which room you're in, that your slime is at +4, and that your healer has brought one into the room. Okay, once you see those two conditions are met, call it out, your room for +1 in Yell Chat, and then hold position. Okay, don't pull that final viscous clot off your healer. Healers are going to bring one more into the room. Or excuse me, yeah, that's already happened. Once all four rooms are at 4+1, once all four rooms have called out 4+1, I'm gonna say the following: all rooms are ready. Merge, merge, merge. Call rupture. At that point in time, just consider that the commit message, and then pull the viscous clot, the final viscous clot, off your healer baited dead center on the pad, and then hopefully they'll all fuse at the same time in all four rooms, and then we'll initiate the exit procedure after that. Okay. DPS. This is not for the south hallway DPS, but DPS assigned to the rooms. Your job is to look for sanguine clots, aka red slimes, but the mob name is sanguine clot. Those sanguine clots are going to drop from the ceiling somewhere around your circular tank or circular pad where your tank is doing their thing. It might be between where you and the tank are standing. It might be on the other side of where the tank is standing. Okay. Regardless of where it shows up, all 3 DPS in each corner room is going to do the same thing. All 3 of you are going to race to tag the sanguine clot. You can shoot it, you can throw knives, MP it, whatever. Just get aggro via some kind of skill. Whoever touches it first is going to get a tether. Doesn't matter. Just all 3 of you pull it back into the corner, and then kill your sanguine clot in the corner. Okay. Sanguine clots are going to keep showing up. They keep showing up, I think, once every like 10 or 15 seconds, something like that. It's pretty quick. So make sure you guys are using your don't use your actions. Just use your your normal 1 2 3 and your special abilities and stuff. Don't use your actions though. Okay. So if you're a dancer, and you need to standard step as part of your rotation, just tuck all the way into the corner of your room and do your standard step. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Don't just 1 2 3 and do weak DPS and then let those sanguine clots accumulate. Okay, because if they start accumulating, they're going to fuse together, and that's going to be the start of a wipe. All right, so don't slack on DPS. Again, no need to pop lost actions here, but do your full DPS rotation. All right, I kind of bulldozed through that. Just right-click that by accident. I kind of bulldozed through that. Does anyone have any questions on what they need to do? All right, when I call for when I call for final merge, I'm going to say the following: all rooms are ready. Merge, merge, merge. Call rupture. Once I say that, all 4 tanks are going to pull the final viscous clot off their healer, beta dead side on a pad. We're going to observe the final fusion happen, and then hopefully the final +5 viscous clot will start casting rupture. Once you see the word rupture, type it out and shout chat rupture, and then we're all going to do our exit procedure. We're going to run north through the north door all the way to the east, and then we're going to go east all the way to the east end of the bridge, and we're going to stack where I put that flag on the map. Okay, if there's more bridge to your east, you are not far enough east. What do tanks do? All right. So when your healer pulls a viscous clot from the hallway into your room, you pull the viscous clot off the healer, bait that dead center on the pad, and then you keep doing that. All right. You want to look for a increasing buff on the viscous clot. When you have more than one viscous clot on the pad, it initiates a fusion. Let the fusion happen. Two viscous clots become one new viscous clot. Is going to have a buff. It's going to say +1 after the first merge. Make sure you have your eyeballs on that buff. Okay, don't try to count it out in your head. Your healer is going to bring another one into your room. You're going to pull that off your healer, bait that dead center on the pad, observe the next fusion. You're going to see a +2. All right, so on and so forth. So you do that until you see +4. Once you're at +4, you stop pulling off your healer. Your healer is going to bring one more into your room. And that's when you say, you specifically say northwest 4+1. What you're communicating is that you are in the northwest room. You are looking at a +4 buff on your viscous clot, and that your healer has brought one more into your room, ready for you to pull off at a moment's notice. Okay, call out northwest 4+1 and then hold. Do not pull that final viscous clot off your healer. Wait for me to say all rooms are ready. Merge, merge, merge. And when I start saying that, just pull that final one off your healer. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. I might have assumed people have seen this already, so that's on me. That's my mistake. If that was incorrect. All right. If anyone is not ready, make sure you click no on this ready check. Okay. Team leads, go ahead and run ready checks. Please report when ready. All right, Charlie is ready. Stand by for a ready check from Alpha and Bravo. Dead center on the pad. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you were explaining something else. Roger that. Holding for Bravo. Well, if they, I mean, you know, RL does RL things, so like if they can't get back, then and they get kicked, then we'll just roll. Yeah, while we're waiting, just maintain responsibility for your own connection. Don't get AFK kicked. What? Sorry, I don't understand your question, Oni. Alright, Bravo is ready. Yeah, tanks are gonna pull off the healers. You're not gonna pull directly from the hallway. You're gonna, like, I'll bring, so in Oni's case, I'll bring something into the room from the hallway, then you pull it off of me. Does that make sense? Okay. If we wipe, like, it'll become clear once we go in, and if we wipe, then just we'll take it as a learning experience. All right, all tanks, go ahead and turn on your tank stance. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. All right, let's get in front of the door. Countdown is live. I will open the door at 1. Arioko Avaleska is going to sweep the hallway. Room tanks are going to sweep room traps. If you are not a tank with invuln on, please do not get ahead of the tank who does have invuln on. Give your tanks enough space to do their jobs. Here we go. 2. Opening the door. Get in there. Alright. Sanguine clots are out. Sanguine clots are out. Don't touch that. Only do not touch that sanguine clot, please. Just post up on your circle. No need to run around like that. If anything's going sideways in your room, just say something so we can try to fix it. Make sure you're tucking into your corners after you pull. Don't linger in the door or halt. Bring that into the corner, please. Shit. Kill these sanguine clots, guys. Don't just collect them. Sorry, let me help out with DPS here. It looks like we're a little behind. Sanguine clots are out. Sanguine clots are out. Please tag them, pull them into the corners, then kill them. There you go. All right. I think we're on track. All right. Make sure you heal yourselves and heal your tanks. Okay. Try to top your tanks off. They're gonna start taking big autos pretty soon here. And tanks try to help out, just run through your rampart and your 30% when your rampart runs out. Alright, copy northeast, hold F4. Remember tanks, make sure you're looking at the buff, don't count it out in your head, okay? Copy southeast, staying by for northwest and southwest. Copy northwest, hold position there. Alright, staying by for a call from southwest. You are not at 4, sir. You are not at 4. Take a look at your viscous clot. You see that +3? That's not 4. So you need to put one more off of me. There you go. Yeah, like I said, don't count it out in your head. Tanks, don't self-heal either, please. You don't have any threat management in the south end of the hallway. Right, now you're at 4, you'd call it out, 4+1. All rooms are ready. Merge, call rupture. Go ahead and pull the final viscous clot off your healer, bait it dead center on the pad. Alright, when you see the word rupture, call it out and shout. Alright, pop sprint out the north door, all the way to the east end of the bridge. If there's more bridge to your east, you are not east enough. Healers, when you get to the corner, rescue someone at random. Tanks pop team mitigation and brace for impact. You can stun that down. Alright. Make sure everyone's connected to the game first before jumping on this jump pad. If they disconnect and come back dead, we cannot res them. Alright, just do a quick check and then jump on the jump pad when everyone's here. Alright, good job, folks. Alright. Make sure you loot these 2 chests at the bottom of the stairwell. Or at the bottom of the stairs, excuse me, there's not a well. Alright, thank you Golden Sides for clearing your encounter, and thank you to Chris Johansson for leading Golden Side.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was taking all the server on my server list.
That's fine. Alright, welcome all to Trinity Seeker TS. Alright, let's get a volunteer for main tank up here. Aldous, sorry. It's gonna be you. All tanks, deactivate your tank stance. Only Aldous Firevine is going to be tanking today. Unless otherwise specified later on. But Aldous is going to be taking point here. Not a whole lot to talk about. Oh, actually, there is some tank stuff. Aldous, I will ask you to generally keep TS pointed outward. There's one point where I would like you to position it in facing a cardinal direction, but other than that, just make sure it's generally pointed outward. You don't need to like keep dragging to the middle and having it face north. Don't do that, alright? Because you don't want to like you want to keep moving and like pulling it out of range of like our melee folks. So if you have to dodge out for something, dodge out for something, but when you don't have to move, don't actually move it, okay? All right, yeah. No shell here, please. There's not a whole lot of damage going out. Just save that shell for later. I mean, it's already popped, so whoever popped it, then, you know, that's too bad. But no shell required here. This fight is generally the same as in normal mode. It's just faster with fewer tells. All right, that's all it is. Fourfold Mercy, I call Fourfold Mercy safe spots by the markers. So I'll say like 1, 2, 3, 4 or 4, 2, 1, 3, whatever the order of the safe spot is. We will see a off-center Fourfold Mercy from a untargetable avatar. That's going to happen dead north, south, east, or west of center. Okay. So for example, if it happens south, call out will sound something like this: 4-3 Bravo blank space, or blank space 3 Bravo 4. When I say blank space, just imagine that there is a fourth virtual marker where I am jumping knuckle free, and apply the call out logic accordingly. Right? Okay. That's all I got. Team leads, go ahead and run ready checks. Please report when ready. Echo is ready, Delta is ready, Alpha is ready, Foxtrot is ready, stand by for Bravo and Charlie. Roger, Charlie. Bravo is ready. All right, we are holding for Charlie. Make sure you guys don't get AFK kicked. Just stay mobile, jump, do whatever you need to do. Just don't get AFK kicked. We're gonna consider everyone ready when Charlie comes back. Okay, Charlie is ready. All teams are ready. Tank stance check. Only Aldous Firevine should have tank stance on. All other tanks tank stance off. Pop food. Go ahead and take your first bite of your baked eggplant, whatever. All right. Stand by for countdown. They're down the board. All right. Regarding lost actions, try to time it with your 2-minute burst window. You want to magnify your initial burst with your damage increasing lost actions. They are significant, so make sure you use them. If you don't know how to do that, just use them whenever you see them lit up. Okay, try not to forget. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Alright, stack it up in the middle, have it face north. This is where you want to face north. Okay, where do I go now? Just maybe 15 minutes. Folds coming out. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, it's the. We're gonna have the legendary. Do you know how to count mechanic? 3, 4. All right. If you know how, this is a counting test. Can you count them 1 to 4? Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Look away from board and get away from flower. Look away from board. Get away from flower. All right. Just keep it there. Everyone inside the box, hitbox, tank stacked up front. Inside the box, hitbox, tank stacked up front. Alright. Go ahead and share, mitigate this buster that's about to come out. If you are not a tank, get away from the front. Tanks up front, share, stack and share. Crew up front only, all this should be up front. Everyone else stay behind. If anyone is between all this and the boss, all this is dead. Stack up tight. Stack, 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 stay stacked. So stack. Alright, break your chains, and get knocked back into a wall. Do not get knocked out of the arena. Please break this chain. Alright, thank you. the middle. Back to the middle. Me and my chain partner were traveling together. Alright, we're gonna do our first dodge mechanic here. Alright, on delta, delta. And we're gonna make a movement in front of the wall at 2. In front of the wall at 2. Don't pass this wall, just stay right here. Alright, line on 2. Yeah, push the boss, please mitigate this. This is a stack mechanic. Don't take a lonely road to the face by doing that yourself. Alright, stay stacked up. Stay stacked up. Alright, we're gonna try to bait this triple laser into a tight location, and then we're gonna do that over there. Super. Alright, swap out of that. Sanderson coming up next. Be on stone. Middle is stone. Do not be on sand. Be on stone. We're gonna see. Nope. Inner Cardinal of the boss now. We have skipped a bunch of mechanics. Inner Cardinal of the boss now. Intercardinal of the boss now. Alright, that's probably gonna bite us in the ass here. That's okay. Get back to the middle here. We're gonna do our second input, CD dash, dash dodging. Left side 2. And then when we come back, it's slightly canted. It's going to be 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3. Actually, it's not bad. Not too bad. Should be 2, 4, 1, 3. Start 2. Don't. Okay, 4. You don't need to touch the marker. Okay, 1 and 3. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Alright, stack up for chains after flower. Stack up the chain. Stack. Break your chains. Break. And then raid wide coming up next. Please mitigate for your teammates. Alright, just have face down. We're gonna take a solo buster there in a few moments. Always. Just mitigate that. That does kind of hurt. Alright. Good job. I have face north here when you get back. Alright, there's going to be a sand or stone sandwich with a 4-fold building. 4-fold is going to be 2, 4. Don't touch the marker, just dodge in that direction. 2, 4, 3, 1. We are starting on sand first. Alright, 4, 3, 1. Finish on stone, middle of stone. One more random sand or stone. It's going to be sand. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Alright, look away from this orb. Get away from that flower. Dodge the big red first before dodging the laser. Dodge it first, then dodge the laser. Alright, good job. Stack up inside the boss hitbox. Just keep it there always. Stack up inside the boss hitbox. Raid by going out. And then face change to red. Stack it up inside the boss hitbox, folks. Don't be on the side. You're gonna take a hot lane. Just get inside the boss hitbox. Don't worry about LB3. We're very far from that. Just go to the boss. Alright, we're gonna dodge on off center forward towards Mercy. Look for the phone. And we are going to hide first. We're gonna hide first. Alright, so Bravo. We'll hide behind the wall at 3. Behind the wall at 3. Then it's gonna be Bravo, 3, 4 blank space. Bravo 3, 4 blank space. Here we go. Bravo, 3, 4, blank space. Stack the chain. Stack. Go ahead and break the chains. Some of us don't have LB through here, so just get away. Ray White going out. Please mitigate your teammates. Alright, bring it right on Bravo. If you can always bring it on Bravo. Alright, this is going to be a Sanders stone with a hide or don't hide. Alright. Good job. Please do not advance ahead. Please do not go ahead. Please do not go ahead. Please do not go ahead. You have many dead folks, so healers, just make sure you're following the healer protocol. Try to get them up. Our duelist, go ahead and scan ahead. It's Mega Solomon, yeah. You're looking for 6 traps. 6 traps. Please reveal all traps before departing for the duel. There's 3 in that room and then 3 in the hallway. Everyone, if you are not Mega Solomon, you are not going ahead. Stay right here. Let's get our teammates up where we can get up. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like every time I see that push, it's like a poison pill. Like it's high DPS, and then that means we have to res a lot of people just because we don't have enough time to build up LB. But that's okay. I mean, it's not great, but it's not the end of the world either. Alright, thank you. Got one more. Here. Oh, you got charges. Get on the body if you're gonna do that. Yeah, you're so healer, just because we have some new healers here. Make sure you're standing on the body before you pop Lost to Rise. That's how you communicate to your other healers in the raid that you're going to attempt a rise. Okay. Also, when you run out of charges on your current Lost to Rise, step off the body and give another healer a chance. That way we can kind of spread out the resource utilization. All right. All right. Go ahead and make your way to Dahu. Do not auto run. Do not auto brain. You're gonna take a right here, and Mega Solomon, go ahead and engage the duel at will. Fire at will. If you need to use, if you need to coordinate buffs, feel free to use the countdown timer. Make sure you shout and say something. But everyone else, get to Dahu. Do not target Dahu. We are not pulling. Yeah, good luck to our duelists. If we see a countdown here, this is not for. Okay. This countdown is not for us. Go ahead, Mega Solomon. Use the countdown and time your buffs. For everyone else, just target yourselves. Target another party member. Do not target Dahu. Let's not have a fizz range right click thing happen here and then have a sad time. All right. Just chill out here. This is not for us. This is not for us. All right. There's the RP text. Welcome to Dahu. The duel has started, so we are clear to start this fight. Let's see here. Get in front of the purple line if you're ready to go. Oh well. I guess we're going. Fuck it. Now we don't even have our markers up, but that's okay. Alright, dodge all the shit on the ground. 3 and 4, just I hope you know where to go. Just zap an ad when it shows up. Alright. Get out of the way, it's going up north. Yeah, 3 and 4 south, that's where we're taking our flares, okay? Coming back down south, 9 and 3 conal after charge. Get out of the way. Alright. Ads are out, numbers soon to follow. After this charge, check your heads. Check your heads. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to the southwest, 4 to the southeast. 1 get in position. Don't grieve extra GCDs. Well, I don't think we have any safe spots. Oh, we have 2. Okay. Shockwave coming out. Left and right. Dodge into it. Dodge outside fire right away. Alright, it knocked back to a safe spot that a numbered individual is open for us. If you know the secret jitsu, feel free to do it. Oh, come on, I was a little late on that. Alright, 5 breaths, don't get zapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it's round 1. Okay, good job. Alright, treat this next part as a long tank buster, super high healing on the tank, and all this, I'm going to ask you to But double up on your mix here, because this kind of works. Alright, high healing on tank. There's one more up. Alright, good job. Coming up next is repeating pattern, puddles, shockwaves, and numbers. Puddles, shockwaves, and numbers. Alright, shockwave coming out, shockwave coming out. Alright, dodge into it. Alright, numbers coming out now. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to southwest, 4 to southeast. Please get in position now. Get in position now. Get in position now. If you're numbered, get on the ab. I should have said that. Alright. Our tank is out. Pop your in-bomb. Everyone else to the north. And hopefully we don't lose you guys down there. Alright, 5 breaths, 5 breaths. Yeah. Alright, good job. Check for dead before departing. Check for dead before departing. And our duelist has just completed the duel, so good job. Make sure you guys loot your personal spoils here. It is a fragment of loss with a possible fragment of deception. And let's go ahead and make our way down to the Queen's Guard. I don't see any dead folks, so we're just gonna keep going here. And whatever Reaper that was that did your forward teleportation there, just don't do that again. Okay, please don't do that again. Be careful with your stuff, right? Yeah, normally we would have markers down, but I was halfway through putting down our markers when someone pulled. And like, while I could have just said like everyone out, I didn't. So just that's half on me. But yeah, we just went for it because I figured people would know where to go. All right, let's get all tanks up front. All tanks up front. Oh, you want to be number 2? There you go. Since you're all the way up there. Let's see here. Actually, I want to see. Oh, hold on, you're super new too. Let's give this. Where's chain 2? Okay. All remaining tanks just be ready to jump in and take over if one of these marked tanks goes down, right? All right, the way let's have our reflectors and dispellers call out. I'll reflect Alpha. Let's get 1 per party, 1 reflect per party, and Mika Pika, thank you for putting the picture in raid text chat. Mika Pika has put the picture of the reflect plan in raid text chat. Is that your whole name? You're just missing a space, right? Okay. All right, but yeah, let's get all of our reflects called out. Alpha through Foxtrot reflect. Let's get 2 different people with dispel to call out dispel. Actually, I'll just say Alpha co-healer and Bravo co-healer. So Mikagami, Tokia, you're gonna be dispelling here, and Bravo team. Who's the healer in Bravo? I don't see a healer in Bravo in voice chat.
Bravo healer is the one streaming.
The stream. Oh, there you are. Never mind. You're all the way up there. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. I just didn't see your name up there. All right. So Noah Fletcher, are you reflecting Bravo? Who's reflecting Bravo?
Yeah, I'll be reflecting Bravo.
Okay. So who's your pseudo healer? They're gonna be dispelling.
Is Tofu.
Okay. So Tofu, you're gonna be dispelling with Mikagami, Tokia, and you 2 are dispelling the warrior. You still have Dispel. Don't worry about your job, Mega Solomon, is to pump out as much damage as possible, and do the only mechanics you do is the ones where that will like that you require to do to survive. But other than that, just pump out as much damage as possible. That's your job now. So I'm Tofu, and Mikagami Tokiya. Go ahead and equip Dispel, and you're going to be dispelling the first part of this fight. I'm Tofu. Are you here? Okay, just like I'm not trying to talk to myself. So, let me target you. Do you have Dispel on? Okay, go ahead and equip Dispel for the first part of this fight. And healers and pseudo healers also equip Steel Sting Spellforge. And this is going to be required for the first part of this fight as well. You're going to be giving Spellforge to your tanks and your tanks, your Fizz range, and your melee. Steel Sting will go on yourselves and casters. And then there are some jobs that require like one or both at all times. If you don't know what that is off the top of your head, take a look at raid text chat. And if we're in the middle of a fight and you still you forget, then just give it to everyone as the situation may warrant. Okay. Priority for Steel Sting Spellforge buffs are on Hex 1, Hex 2, Aldous Firevine, and Sea Walker. Okay. Make sure that they have the correct buff on at all times, otherwise they're not holding threat. And then after that, just give it to everyone else, and then healers last. All right. All tanks are going to start with tank stance on. We're gonna kind of aggro gaggle pull all 4 bosses, just fight for threat. The thing you don't want to happen is for Mega Solomon to pull threat just through sheer damage. So all tanks are gonna pull with tank stance on. Just pick a target, any target, and then do your best to fight for threat and drag all the bosses to the middle so that everyone else can AE them down in the center. Okay. Once they jump away, all tanks will deactivate tank stance. Only Hex 1, Hex 2 will keep it on. Hex 1, Aldous Firevine, you're going to be west tank. You're tanking whatever target is on the west. Yeah, just whatever shows up on the west. So that's going to be the Knight for the first phase, the Soldier for the second phase, and then the west turret when the turret comes out during the second phase. And then similarly, Sea Walker, you are tanking the Warrior on Bravo first, and then Gunner in the middle for the second phase, and then you're taking the east turret. For invuln usage, Hex tanks will be invulning the turrets, the sniper shot. So halfway through the sniper shot cast, pop your invuln, and that'll be your invuln mechanic. Our chain pair of tanks are north set of aura spheres at the very end of the fight. So Oni Kamen Rider, I keep messing up your name, I'm sorry. Oni Kamen Rider will be taking the first north aura sphere, and Lamia Obinata the second north aura sphere after a few seconds after the first one dies. And then similarly, Rain Dust Strider will be taking the south aura sphere first, and then the second south aura sphere will be taken by Griffix Leonhardt. For our aura sphere tank, so that's chain pair target to ignore pair. When you're tanking, when it's your turn to tank, 1s go first, 2s go next. When it's your turn to tank, make sure your tank stance is on. You are aggroing and maintaining threat on the aura sphere that pops up in your area, in your assigned area. Okay. When your aura sphere shows up, just provoke it. Spam your threat tool. Make sure you're top threat. When it dies, pop your invuln and then turn off your tank stance. Okay. The thing you're invulning is a Spite Smite. When your target dies, it casts like a final, like spiteful attack called Spite Smite. That's a high damage single target attack, so make sure you have your invuln on before that lands on you. Okay. For our DPS, during that phase, just make sure you kill the aura spheres at the north and south end of the arena before hitting the bosses in their shields. Okay. All right. Do any of our tanks have any questions as to what they need to do? All right, reflectors, make sure you take a look. If you have any questions, saying, make sure you ask. Okay? Reflectors, make sure you take a look at the diagram that Mika Pika put in raid text chat. I also have it up on my stream if you're watching. That is a map north oriented diagram. Okay, sometimes you get a question like, like relative what direction. That's just map north. All right. So if you're reflecting for alpha, I'm reflecting for alpha. So like my 2 orbs are gonna be like on the northwest here. So I'm just gonna reflect on myself when the orbs come out at the end of the fight, and then reflect both of those orbs. All right. Make sure you understand like generally which area your orbs are gonna show up at. If you have a question or you don't understand that diagram or what you need to do, make sure you ask. Okay. Reflects are gonna happen in 2 waves of 2 for a total of 4. So you're gonna reflect. There's gonna be 12 orbs on the field. You are responsible for 2 of those. Okay, between the 6 healers, there's 6 healers assigned to reflecting. So you're gonna take 2 of those. Reflect your 2 positions. We're gonna do some damage on the bosses. You may or may not help LB3. Just pop it at the very end there, because usually I don't have enough time to call it out. And then you're gonna reflect again. Okay. So just reflect your last pair of orbs, and then you're done with reflecting. All right. If any healer has any questions on what they need to do, please ask. The 2 individuals I tagged for dispelling, so that's Mikagami and I'm Tofu. You are dispelling the warrior during the first part of this fight. All right. Warrior's gonna be on Bravo. Just at the end of every relentless play mechanic, it's gonna cast boost. You want to dispel the boost buff off the warrior once it's applied. Okay, don't like pre-cast your dispel or anything and then like miss the buff. Sometimes that happens. Wait for the boost cast to finish and then dispel. Keep in mind, dispel is not an OGCD. Dispel is not an OGCD. So if you're spamming glare or something, make sure you just stop for a second, chill out, wait for a warrior boost to finish casting, give it a dispel. It's like a 5-second window. It's very small, so make sure you do that, and then continue doing whatever you need to do. Okay. Tofu does not have dispel. Are you a pseudo healer? I'm not talking to myself. Tofu, are you a pseudo healer? You are. Okay. Did you follow? Did you look at requirements to participate? There is a pseudo healer kit there. Did you take a look at that? You didn't load the right holster. Okay, well, that's a problem. All right, Charlie team. See, Charlie team, who is not reflecting in Charlie? Okay, Astraceae. So, Cedric, do you have Dispel? Cedric Magi. Okay. You're gonna equip Dispel, and you're gonna be dispelling with Mikagami. You're gonna be dispelling the warrior. Did you happen to catch the instructions that I mentioned earlier for Dispel? Okay. Both of you, just between the 2 of you, dispel the warrior. Just don't assume that the other person has it, because they might be on the ground or something. And then if both of you die, then I'll take care of it. All right. Steel Sing Spellforge. When the countdown starts. Oh, actually, before I do that, Team Leads, go ahead and run your ready checks. Please report when ready.
Knuckle, Noah's
Yes,
never
go ahead.
reflected before, and he would like an explanation on.
Oh, okay.
Both.
Sure, not a problem. Noah is in what team?
He's
Bravo?
the Bravo here.
Okay. So Noah, you're target yourself and come with me. Like, this is exactly what you're going to do.
Wait, where are you? Sorry.
I'm triangle knuckle free. All right. So you want to like don't right click these guys. Your reflect position is right here and right here. You see on that diagram, you see that B2, that circle, and then like the other circle is pointing to the other circle.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna do at the end of the fight is you're gonna cast reflect on yourself. Either, well, just cast your lost reflect, on yourself. Make sure you're targeting yourself, and then you want to stand like right here. There's gonna be a ball that shows up. You want to stand close to it and get caught in its explosion with reflect on. That's how you resolve that mechanic.
Okay.
So stand right there. You'll see it pulse when the orange thing on the floor goes away. That's the snapshot. Move towards the next one. And your second one is right here.
Okay. And I just equip Launch Reflect mid-fight because I have a Rise and Seal thing.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. You should actually, do you have, so you have Steel Sting on right now. That's only required for the first part of the fight. So if you've got like charges on your Lost Rise, you don't need to lose that because the reflect mechanic happens at the end.
Oh, that's what I was meaning. To replace Seal Sting with Reflect.
That is correct, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. All right, any other questions? That's a good question. Any other questions? All right. Delta has returned. Alpha is ready. Charlie is ready. Sec. Okay. Okay. Echo is ready. Bravo is ready. It looks like we're waiting for Delta. Did Foxtrot indicate ready? Yeah, if you die, by the way, if you're a reflector or like one of the orb tanks and you die, just make sure you mention what role you are and that you are dead, okay? So if I died, I would say Alpha Reflect down. You don't need to know that it's tackle free. You don't need to know it's an Alpha team member. You do need to know it's the Alpha Reflect position if you want to try to compensate, okay? So if you go down, make sure you say like Bravo Reflect down, like number 2 North Aurisphere down, something like that, okay? If you're not responsible for like a raid critical mechanic, then don't announce your death, alright? Like we don't need to know like the Echo Healer is down if you're not actually assigned to do anything. We don't need to know that like the Charlie team Cure Forecaster is down, okay? Sometimes people do that, like just keep that to yourself, okay? It's unfortunate that you die, but like that's not raid critical information, okay? Alright, Delta is ready. Foxtrot is ready. All teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food, please. Pop food. Take a hit of your baked eggplant or whatever you happen to bring with you today. And stand by for countdown. Oh, all tanks, go ahead and turn on your tank stance just to confirm. Did you call it out? I thought I saw a Charlie Reflect. I didn't actually check the name. If you called Charlie Reflect, then you're just claiming Reflect. Oh, I guess I missed it. Alpha, Foxtrot, Echo. Is there yeah, Bravo just called it, Charlie. Is there a
He means
Foxtrot
tank
Reflect?
orb, by the way.
Oh, tank orb. Okay. Griffiths, where are you? Are you oh, you're right here in front of me. Yeah, okay, so yeah, you're the second South Aura Sphere. So you're not doing reflect mechanics. There's gonna be an Aura Sphere that shows up right here on Charlie. Just take the second one. Does that make sense? Are you good, Griffiths, or do you need more information? Yeah, okay, so there's 2 orbs. You're not, what? No, you're north. So the chain pair is North Aura Sphere. Target to ignore is South Aura Sphere. Yeah. So Oni Common Rider, you're the first North Aura Sphere. Rain Dusk Strider is the first South Aura Sphere. Yeah. Alright, all tanks, make sure your tank stances are on. Does anyone else have any questions? Better to get it out of the way now than be like, oh, I didn't know later on. Alright. All tanks, go ahead and turn on your tank stance. Stand by for countdown. Once the countdown starts, Steel Sting Spellforge out on your team members, alright? And here we go. 30 on the board. Go ahead and buff your teammates. And if things line up correctly, you might not have to buff this again for the rest of the fight. That's why we start this after the countdown starts. Alright, here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Pull all these targets to the middle, fight for threat. Let's not have Mega Solomon take a hit if possible. Alright, 2 Mayguides are going to come out. 2 sets of Mayguides. Just mitigate both of those. Alright. All tanks deactivate your tank stance except for X1, X2. Sea Walker, please pull the warrior over the Bravo first. And then all this, take your knight to the middle. There you go. Good job. Alright. Here in purple Spellforge, please give the tanks Spellforge. Please give the tanks Spellforge. And then everyone else. Please lose your purple, or lose your yellow Steel Sting buff. They're in Spellforge right now. Knight is high. Alright, first bomb mechanic is shield. I'm just going to knock back mechanic from the middle. You're going to get knocked away 45 to 90 degrees from the approach of the knight. Bombs are not tethered. Tethers will be going to small bomb. Tethers to small after knockback. Get knocked back into the correct bomb. Tethers going to small. Tethers to small. Tethered folks, when you land, run to a bomb that just exploded. Wait for the second explosion to hit. Clear, get back in the fight. Critical rolls. If you died, please say something. Warrior boosting now. Please dispel the knight now. Please dispel the knight. Alright, everybody going out. Fanny just in charge of something, I don't know what you're, yeah. Just saying you're dead, they can give us enough information. You have to tell us what. Alright. Actually, you're not in charge of it, don't worry about that. Alright, tethers to win, followed by find the safe quarter. If you are tethered right now, you're going to Sword Wind Portal. If not, you're going to Sparkling Lightning. Or Gravity, excuse me. Tethers to win. Knight is casting Sword Omen. We're going to find the safe quarter around the knight. We're going to get away. Alright, south. Far south. Far south. Far south. Warrior is boosting. Dispel the warrior now, please. Dispel the warrior now. Dispel. Dispel. Thank you very much. Alright, small buster on tanks. Warrior's a little bit behind. Just make sure you guys mitigate that a little bit. Warriors a little bit behind. Warriors very behind. They need to die at the same time, folks. Alright, stand up for possible color change. Everything's getting mad. Okay, we are remaining in spell portion, no action required. Alright, good job. Steel Sting Spellforge no longer required. Let's get Soldier over to Delta first, then Gunner to the middle. Let's get the Gunner in the middle. Try to get that over to the wall closer, Aldous. And Aldous, for this first Gunner mechanic, don't run out too quickly. Wait for the 3/4 circle to show up. Alright, small balls turn the frogs. Follow the frogs one jump. They will create a safe spot between them. Alright, safe spot is dead north, dead north, dead north. Mustadio's out. Aim your opening towards the gunner in the middle first. Oh god. Gunner in the middle first. Turret on the side. Clear, get back and fight. Critical rolls. If you died, please say something. Alright, buster on tank, small buster. Alright, doing good, but even. Raid wides are going out. I would recommend that make initiation here. And then reprisal for the next one. Alright, next is gun mechanic. The 2 turrets are going to come out. Hex 1 and Hex 2, you're going to take the turrets on the west and east side respectively. Turrets are coming out now. Please apply a threat on the turrets. And everyone else, burn down these turrets now. Halfway through the sniper shot caster, you're going to pop your inborn. Pop your inborn now, please. Ready by going out, ready by going out. Let's bring that gun back to the middle. Alright, good job. Hot or cold coming up. If it is hot, it's a pyretic effect, just like in Castrum, but it's cold to keep moving. Alright, target yourselves, hands off keyboards, put your controllers down. Think about how your day is going. Wait for the pyretic buff to fall off. And clear. Get back in the fight, click the words. If you die, please say something. Now is a very good time to equip lock reflect if you are reflecting. Alright. Soldiers are a little high. Alright, if we happen to see this, we are following untethered soldiers. They will jump 2 times. They will be the safe spot. Untethered soldiers are at 2 and 3. Alright, reflects are happening now. All tanks deactivate tank stance number 1, chain number 1, target to ignore, turn on your tank stance. Reflectors, please get in position. And make sure you target yourselves when you reflect, okay? And here we go. Alright, kill the north and south air spears first, and then pop your inborn, turn off the tank stance. Turn off your tank stance. Number 2 tanks, turn on your tank stance. Alright, stop attacking, don't get parried, don't get reflected, respect this mechanic. Alright. Or spears are coming back out, number 2 tanks get in position. 1,000. Alright. Reflectors, do your thing. Alright, as soon as you have, if you have LB3 here, LB3, go ahead and use it. Respect your shields. A victim of our own success, unfortunately. Alright, let's get our people up. Good job. Oh, there you go. Alright, I've got... okay. I got 2 charges. Let me get it next on this one. On this person on the ground. Is there anyone? Oh, there's one more person up here dead. Right in the middle of all the... right in the middle of everyone else. Alright, we got one more dead person next to the alpha marker here. Again, when you run out of charges on your current Lost Rise, step off the body and give another healer a chance to try to res. Alright, did we get them? Alright, cool. Make sure you loot your 2 chests. Your second chest with a hand token is courtesy of your duelist, Mega Solomon. So make sure you take that hand token and clap for Mega Solomon. Thank you for getting everyone their hand token. Alright. Welcome to Phantom. I'm gonna say thank you to all of our tanks who tanked the previous encounter. Please deactivate your tank stance, and all this will resume tanking responsibilities here. Oh, are we? Where's all this? Did you go to 1? Or you're just behind? Okay. Where'd you go? Yeah, we are gambling. I was gonna have all. There you are. I was gonna have all this picket. Oh, you're a 1 gamer. Okay, apparently we're going to 1. Don't cut through the middle here. Okay, if you're gonna go to 1, hug the wall. You can hug the wall here and make your way to 1. Just yeah, don't cut through the middle though, because that's a bad time. Alright, we're gonna gamble on 1 since our main tank is over here. All tanks deactivate your tank stance except for all this Firevine, all this go ahead and turn on your tank stance. Team leads, let's get a ready check from all team leaders. Echo, ready. Charlie, ready. Bravo, ready. Sometime I don't know. They might be. One might be the line today. It's a literal coin toss every time we do this. I'm in the 4-1 gang myself. Delta ready. Standing by for Alpha and Foxtrot. Like, I see the 8 of 8, but I'm going to defer to the team lead because the team lead might see something that I don't. All right, is that Foxtrot waiting on one? Like, I can't tell just by reading your name. Okay, Foxtrot. Okay, Foxtrot is ready. Standing by for Alpha. Are we good? All right, I think Alpha team lead is AFK or something, so we're gonna wait.
You guys should pull it to BC and then just let the melee run all the way back.
All right, Alpha is ready. All teams are ready. As far as lost action usage, don't worry about lost actions here, or use them. Don't pop anything new though. But if you have something left in the tank, feel free to use it here. Or if you want to see ice spikes, then don't do anything. All right, stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. All right, 10 seconds. Those of you have never actually looked at its face. And here we go. Got that ice in the grill. Or is that you got me? Really like going out. Yeah, let's see some salted earths. I see 2 coward stars in the middle. We're looking for circle donut. Ah! Go to 4. Look at that. We actually get to say I told you so for the 4 believers. Alright, don't fall behind, don't get ahead, don't walk into a death wall at the very end. Here we go. Don't get ahead. Snapshots a little bit bigger than you expect. Wait for Charlie to stop flashing. Alright, going to Charlie now. Someone got a little ahead there, that's fine. Alright, we're gonna hang out here for many seconds.
No one got damage? See you guys. See ya. Good luck.
Alright. We're waiting for 3 flashes on Delta, then we're gonna go on Delta. One, 2, 3. Alright, switch to Delta. We're gonna wait for 3 flashes on Charlie, then we're gonna go into Charlie. 1, 2, 3. Switch to Charlie, get out of this exo flare, and then add phase. What is this? Is this a we need to see ice spikes or disband team? Is that what's going on? Alright, heals. Make sure you heal the Misty Wraiths. Everyone else kill the Bloody Wraiths. Please hard heal if necessary. Just don't ignore the mechanic. If you see anything that's still remaining, make sure you address it. Don't leave it to other people. Final wave. Yeah, the situation we want to avoid is like everyone assuming everyone else is going to do something. Oh, I can dual troll that. Alright. We've got target. Alright, there we go. Good job. Alright, our sweep 2 will be sweeping ahead after this. There are traps up ahead. It's going to be Ophelia Aveline. It's after the fight, not right now, but after the fight. Alright, let's go to Bravo. We're going to Bravo. Let's respect this mechanic. Go to Bravo. What's going to happen is we're going to get knocked across the two. We're going to walk with the donut. And then we're going to hang a left when we get to the wall. Alright? Okay. There are traps up ahead. We do have a dead person here. Come on, you got this. Breathe! Alright,
We have 2 deaths.
we have 2 deaths? Okay.
Yeah, there's a summoner like right in the corner here.
Alright. Ophelia, go ahead and scan for traps up ahead. Don't outrun your own trap sweep, okay? Don't outrun your own trap sweep. It might take like a second or two for the trap to show up, so just go very slow if you don't know where the possible spawn positions are. Okay, if you're not rezzing, get off the body just so we're not like confused as to who's doing what. Alright, go ahead and make your way down to TA. Mindfully, manually, make your way down to TA. Do not auto-run, do not auto-brain. Don't take blind corners, especially after the stairwell. There is a trap. When you hang a left there, don't just take that blind corner and pop that trap. Don't blow up any traps, because we need some of them. All right. Just be careful. Don't vector towards the trap. Just assume you're gonna lag at the worst possible moment. All right. I don't think there's any more dead people up here. Anything to replace Arise with? That's up to you. I'll equip shell. I'll start shelling out for this fight. We're gonna take a 5-minute break here anyway, so. Yeah, don't touch any traps. Don't touch any traps, especially not pink traps. That is true. We will be sad. We will be sad. Alright, good job. And as I said earlier, we're going to take a 5-minute siesta here. So if you need to go bio, I know I will. Go ahead and handle it right now. And I will be right back. Let's see. All right. Yeah, if you don't need shell, get in front of the purple line. We still have a few moments on our siesta here, so. But if you happen to be present and you don't need shell, just kind of get in front of the purple line. I would say if you have like full fort stacks, you probably don't need shell, and I would recommend not getting more buffs than necessary, because you might run into like buff culling issues, and like if you're a Dark Knight, you might miss your delirium and stuff like that.
Yeah, the buff limit is real. I've had my Kasatsu buff called already in this run, and it's without shell.
Yeah, but that said, survival is more important than doing your full damage rotation, because if you're dead, then even a suboptimal damage rotation is not going out because you're just on the floor. So, but yeah, if you can get away without using shell here, then I would recommend not having it on. All right, 5 minutes have elapsed. Team leads, let's do a ready check. Report when ready. If someone doesn't respond to the ready check and they have cleared, and you can tell by looking at their name prefix in voice chat. So, like for instance, I have AHC Alpha Hotel Charlie. That Charlie at the end means I've cleared, or at least I'm self-reporting that I've cleared. So if someone is not responding and they've cleared, then just count them as here, because I'm just about to go through the TA stuff. So. They don't need to hear me say this for like the 15th time or whatever. All right, Echo present, Charlie present, Alpha present, Bravo present. Delta is missing one. Have they cleared? If they've cleared, then don't worry about them. Just count them as here. Oh yeah, yeah, that's fine. You've cleared and you still don't. That's okay. That's okay. You're here. All right, let's talk about TA stuff. I'm not gonna do like a full fight breakdown. I'll just explain some critical things, right? If this is your first time here, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Just accept it. It's not great, but you know, like we can't do anything about that. Just try to remember. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Try to remember what I'm saying, and then hopefully during the fight, it'll like click in your head, maybe, but probably not, because TA is actually pretty hard. At least until you've experienced it a few times, it's pretty hard. All right, let's talk about sword callouts. So for sword call, and don't get AFK kicked, by the way. For sword callouts, please observe on the field there will be there's 4 numbered tiles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. One of those tiles will not be hit by any swords. You, however, need to get hit by a sword just like in normal mode, okay? In normal mode, you get to do your swords one at a time here. All 4 possible sword colors come out at once, okay? And they are arranged in such a way that they cleave around a safe square, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So I would recommend that you get to the safe square first, then find the sword that you need to get hit by, and then move in the direction of the sword, like which way it's pointing, okay, not where the clone is facing. And then that's how you're going to take your sword. That's how you're going to take your sword hit, okay? You want to move in a cardinal direction from the safe tile. Do not be diagonal from the safe tile. The safe that will get you killed, because you're gonna get hit by 2 swords at once, and that is 99% of the time going to kill you, unless you're like a paladin with invuln on and doing funny things, okay? But otherwise you're most likely dead. So 1 sword at a time, cardinal direction from the safe spot, right? Elemental brand. Let's talk about elemental brand. For the first 3 weapon sequences in this fight, you want to resolve your overhead temperature to neutral, just like in normal mode. For the second 3 weapon sequences, you want to resolve it opposite your elemental brand debuff, okay? So TA is going to cast elemental brand. When the cast is over, you're going to get a debuff. It's going to say something like -1 cold brand or +2 hot brand, something like that, okay? There's no overhead indicator or any like extra UI element to this. You need to look at your debuffs. So like me, I have my debuffs in the corner here, and it's like 200% zoomed in, just so I can clearly see it. If you need to do something like that to increase visibility, then I would recommend doing that after this run. But make sure you know where your debuffs are right now, okay? And you're going to be looking at that. So whatever brand you get, you want to finish with your overhead temperature to be opposite that brand. So if I have a -1 cold brand, I want to finish whatever we're doing with a +1 hot over my head. All right, and then at the very end of the mechanic, that elemental brand will apply and then neutralize whatever you have over your head. So that's going to happen for the second half of the fight, the second 3 weapon sequences. Quick march. Let's talk about quick march. Quick march is always 2 squares if you don't sprint. Do not sprint. Don't swift. Don't lost impetus. None of that shit, okay? Start from 3 for the first 2 quick marches. You want to start on that tile that TA is hovering over. And while you're resolving quick march, don't do any actions, okay? Just stop hitting the boss. Stop hitting the boss. Do your quick march. Once you've done your quick march, resume hitting the boss, okay? I see a lot of people will like attempt to do the quick march and then they'll march at a completely different direction because they auto attack the boss and it faced their character the wrong way, okay? Just be careful of that. All right, quick march is always 2 squares though. The third time you see quick march, you're already going to be in the safe column for the second fire or second bow mechanic. The way you do that is you want to get 2 squares away from where your target arrow is going to land and then let quick march take you there, okay? All right, TA is hard. Don't expect this to be a cakewalk easy fight. If this is your first time here, listen to callouts and do what you think you need to do. If you die here, it is not the end of the world, all right? Just relax, don't get flustered, and try to learn something from your death. If you're here and this is your first time here and you've heard a lot of scary things about TA and you're stressed out of your gourd and you don't want to embarrass yourself, just put that away, all right? Everyone takes the L here at some point in their DRS running career, all right? Don't be embarrassed if you're down at or even before the first temperature mechanic. While you're on the ground, the fight is still happening. Just observe what's going on around you and try to learn something, right? But you're not going to learn if you're just like anxious and stressed the hell out and you know whatever. No one's going to make fun of you. No one's going to get mad at you for dying at TA. So yeah, just take it in stride and try to learn something. If we wipe here, then we wipe. No big deal. We will hop back out of the instance. Oh, and try again. I almost just auto-brained up there. We'll hop back out of the instance and try again, okay? So I will do an encore run if we wipe. We have enough time to get back here quickly. All right, Aether Shielding tanks at this point. Go ahead and equip Aether Shield. If you have 2 tanks and both of you are kind of iffy on this fight, then both of you equip Aether Shield, okay? You can override each other's Aether Shield, that's fine. It's not the most optimal thing in the world, but it's better than your team dying because of no Aether Shield, all right? Pseudo tanks, now is the time to equip Lost Stone Skin 2. Aether Shield and Lost Stone Skin 2 will go out for every Glory of Boja cast. So I'll call it out during the fight, no need to memorize the cast. I'll just say Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Pseudo healers, go ahead and recharge your Lost Cure 4. It is a bad time to realize you're out of bullets in a firefight when you pull the trigger and nothing comes out, okay? By the time you realize it and you're like maybe your co-healer is dead, you try to open up your holster and you try to click on that Lost Cure 4 button, try to like by the time you do that, your team is already gone, okay? So just go ahead and re-up on your Lost Cure 4 now. All right, that's all I got. Team leads, go ahead and run ready checks, please report when ready. Alpha is ready, Foxtrot is ready, Delta is ready, stand by for Bravo. Charlie is ready. Echo is ready. Bravo is ready. All teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food. Pop food. Take a hit of your baked eggplant, your smoked chicken, whatever you got. Tank stands check. Only Aldous Firevine should have it on. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. All right, everyone take a deep breath. Get some oxygen in your head. Try not to seize up. Just relax. T8 is hard, but not impossible, okay? This is a challenging fight. But just do it the best you can. Try to do as much damage as you can in the beginning. Use your potions, your lost actions, all that stuff, okay? Alright, here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get a tank stack up front. First thing that happens is a stack buster. So stack and share the stack buster. That's a three tank stack. You say all tanks get up front and share that. Alright. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2 heavy mint now. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Alright, 3 random weapon mechanics to get out. This is an untelegraphed circle around the boss, 8 yards. Just be out of it by the time it flashes, like that. Alright, coming up next is behind or in front. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Alright, everyone in front of the boss. Stack on all this, in front of the boss. Next in front of the boss. And then get behind the boss. You're gonna adjust a little bit to 3. Alright, get behind the boss, always get behind. Alright, tank stack up front, do not pop your mitigation yet. Everyone take a look at your quick march debuff now. Alright, stack and share that buster. Okay. We're gonna use our quick march to go away from the column of fire. Point your quick march. Put Delta, stop doing your actions. We are marching 2, 1, march. Alright, got some firewalkers, that's okay. Not great, but that's okay. If there happen to be relays out there, feel free to try to rescue them if you can, but focus on staying alive. Take a look at your overhead temperature. Think about what you need to be hit by. Be at neutral by the end of 1 set of arrows. No other indicator, just find your area, trace it out, walk yourself into the correct position, and stand by. Arrows are resolving in 3, 2, 1. Shoot at 6. Alright, stack on boss, stack on boss. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2 heavy mint now. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. He's going to the middle, sorry. I'll just continue to the middle. Alright, it's fine, it's gonna be stuck there for a while. Everyone get away from the boss. Everyone get away from the boss. Let's just gonna stay there. I should have told you to do that earlier. Oh, look at all these steams, that's nice. Bravo has no heals, copy that. Just sooner heal hard. Everyone take a look at your overhead temperature. Think about what you need to be hit by to be at 0 temperature. Take a look at your quick march. We're gonna stack on 3, come 3 now, stack on 3. Healers, when this lands, please heal up your teammates. Alright, find your boulder, point your quick march towards it. We're gonna march in 3, 2, 1. March on your own. Alright, stack on boss, stack on boss. Alright, Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2 now, heavy knit. Stone Skin 2 again. Help out with bleed. All this can point it inwards, please. Point it inwards. Yep, skip that. Alright, stack up in front. It's pointing in. Stack up in front. It's pointing inwards. Stack up in front. Alright. We're doing the sword pattern now. Alright, take a look at your overhead temperature. Be at neutral temperature by the end of this mechanic. This is a full downtime mechanic, just focus on getting your temperature feeling. Alright, your first safe spot will be 9. Your answer is in the cardinal direction of the 1 square. Diagonal to 1, not correct. Your next safe spot will be 2. Still need to get hit. Your answer is in a cardinal direction from 2. Diagonal to 2, not correct. Alright, stack on boss, stack on boss. It's fine, just keep it there. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2 Heavy Mint now. Stone Skin 2 didn't help out with B, and we are going into Elemental Brand Mechanics. It's going to adjust to 3. Get south of the boss. Get south of the boss. South of the boss. We are now dealing with Elemental Brand from this point forward. Alright, take a look at Charlie. Untina is coming out. Just dodge where these guys are going to shoot. After you see the orange on the ground, pop sprint and run to the safe area on Bravo. Wait for the orange, wait for the orange. Go Bravo now. Alright, good job. Alright, calmly take a look at your overhead temperature. That's part 1. Now take a look at your elemental burn debuff. Think about what you need to be hit by. You might need to get hit by nothing. Alright, take a look at your quick march. Put it all together. Find your arrow. Trace it out. Get 2 squares away and quick march into the correct position. So there's my arrow. I'm 2 squares away. 3, 2, 1, march. Stack on boss, tanks against the wall. Stack on boss, tanks against the wall. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2 now, heavy mitt. Shield hard on Alpha. Tanks against the wall. Stack and share that. And then bring it to the middle after that. Bring it to the middle if you can't read all this. Spam your shield up a couple times together. Alright, get away from the boss, get away from the boss. Untelegraph circle around the boss. Okay, no LB. Do not heal LB here. Do not heal LB. Do not heal LB. No LB. Take a look at your overhead temperature. Take a look at your elemental brand. Stack on 3. Boulders are coming down. Alright, we're going to be resolving this at the same time as Unseen Eye. So as you make your way to your boulder, don't get shot by the arrows coming from Charlie, okay? Alright, get out there. Unicorns are safe, unicorns are safe. Alright, get some middle healer LB3 now. Get some middle healer LB3 now. Stone Skin 2 heavy mitt. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Oh, I guess you were out of range. That's unfortunate. We'll get there. Alright, just stay in front of the boss, stay in front of the boss. Get in front of the boss, rather. Get in front of the boss, excuse me. Alright, it's gonna go untargetable. Probably won't see this. Alright, good job. We have some deaths. Just stand by here. Don't go to the queen. Do not go to the queen. Do not go ahead. Let's resolve our death here, please. You have a few deaths. Stand by here. Yeah, and Vera Vespar, please don't go ahead. Yeah, just stay right here. Yeah, in a situation like that, that's what the tank's lost sacrifices for, to get dead healers up for in time for LB3, if possible. We have a DC here. Uh-oh. Alright, let's try to get them back when they come back from DC. Alright, just chill out here. We are not going to the queen. We had that happen a few days ago. Don't go to the queen here. That sounds pretty high. I actually don't know what like nominal damage numbers off the top of my head. I don't know. I don't know what nominal damage numbers look like. All right, when our teammate comes back, I'll try to get them up. Is everyone else alive? We are not going ahead. By the way, we are not going ahead. Just chill out right here. We have a DC to resolve. Copy that, Laurent. Lorianne. Yeah, I've got 7 in the pocket still. 7 in the pocket, nothing popped. Are they back? There they are. Okay, I'll get them up. Or I will make an attempt, rather. Nope, just kidding. I thought I was gonna get... One day. I think I got a lot of, like, one-shot Lost Rises a while ago. And now this is just karma. Coming back to bite me. Alright, another healer. Go ahead and take a crack at it. What's going what is going on in party chat? What? Alright, just chill out here. We're still trying to recover here. Again, if you run out of charges, step off the body, give another healer a go at it. Breathe! There you go, yeah. The one shot. Alright, again, we're still not going ahead. We're still not going ahead. All of our new folks and people who want to participate, please come back to the trap room. And is this a pink trap up here? Yes, it is. Alright. Hug up on this pink trap. Don't actually jump on it. Just hug up on it as close as you're willing to get without actually touching it. All of our new folks and whoever else wants to participate, come on back. Alright, we are opening the way to the next boss encounter, which is not the queen. Come on close to this pink trap up here. All of our new folks and whoever else wants to do this. Alright, on the count of 3. Come on close, come on close. Don't stand all the way, don't be shy. Don't be shy. There might be COVID in the real world, but we don't have that here. Alright, on the count of 3, we're all gonna jump on this pink trap, and we're gonna race to get behind the jump pad behind the TA arena, and then squeeze through the bars of the gate on the other side. Alright? So here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. We are racing. See any Shikuchi, any dancers with en avant, any reapers with your thing, your jump forward thing. Oh, you didn't get. Oh, you weren't close enough. That's why you're. That's why you're still big. Oh, yeah. Oh wait, no, never mind. I thought I was gonna get ahead.
Well,
Actually-
no one got Swift. Bunch of amateurs.
Alright, go straight, go straight. And it looks like Dioli Asura is the winner. Alright, go downstairs. Don't go off the stairs when you after you cross that dotted line, don't move. Just stay on the stairs, okay? Sweep 3, please activate your perception and sweep for traps. Downstairs, there's 2 in the room and 1 on the bridge. 2 in the room, 1 on the bridge. That will be Lorelei Masters. Yeah, there's traps in the room. Please don't get off the stairwells because there's a trap like right in front of the door. Wait. Alright. There's a trap on the bridge. 2 in the room, 1 on the bridge. Alright. All traps have been revealed. Mindfully, manually make your way to the next encounter. Do not auto run. Do not auto brain. All right. Let's get reflectors, dispellers shouted out. Let's get 4 of each. Let's have our tanks. You're going to take position on a number. 2 or 3 tanks per marker. Try to spread out the experience. If you've done this before, or at least if you've seen it at least once, try to match up with someone who has seen it less times than you. But spread out at least 2 per marker, 2 to 3 per marker. Light curtain, do not light curtain here, that is correct, because I'll go into that in a few moments, but if you are going to reflect, please use the lost action, lost reflect, and not light curtain. Because you're gonna run out of light curtain if this goes long, which it sometimes does, and lately it has been going along just cause. But I will reflect, I'll be one of the reflectors in the inner ring. Let's see here, dispel. Oh, whoops. All right, never mind. I should have looked, but it's fine. I'll dispel inner ring, and I have enough reflex for queen. So we have 4 reflectors dispelled. Let's get 1 more dispeller called out. All right, thank you. All right, I think. Are any tanks not on the marker? Griffix, just stand by on Alpha. Cali Klepto on Alpha. Seawalker, we'll give you this. All right, I'm gonna give the more experienced person the marker today. So unmarked tanks are going to be running trap sweep. Just try to learn from your marked tank partner what you're supposed to be doing, or not what you're supposed to do as a ad baiter. So one day when you do ad bait, hopefully you'll know what to do. And if both of you don't know what to do, then today's the day you're going to learn. All right. Okay, reflectors and dispellers who indicated you are reflecting and dispelling. When a Stigma Lock Lord hits 70%, just take position in the inner ring, dispel the ball of earth, and give it like a dot. It needs to take damage. And then reflectors, just all 4 of you, or whoever is alive between the 4 of you, reflect the ball of fire. Only one at a time is going to show up, but they're going to show up every like 15 seconds or something like that. So just keep doing that and obey mechanics, like do mechanics and stuff. All right. Our tanks who are taking position on a marker, please observe which marker you are owning right now, and pay attention to when Stigma Lock Lord starts getting close to 70%. Make sure you start making your way to your marker. Okay, it's very easy to get turned around here. Just because it's a circular arena. So don't be like, for example, don't be a person assigned to 4 and then be standing on 2 when 70% hits, and then you have to like get all the way across to the other side. Okay, don't do that. Try to pay attention to the health and start getting close to your marker as soon as it hits 70%. Okay. For everyone else, just when we pull, get inside the boss's hitbox. Don't get in like north of it. Just stack up inside the boss hitbox. Stay behind though. There's gonna be a tank buster that goes out. Where's all this? On 3, right? Okay, I think all this is tagged up on 3. I can't actually. Okay, there you are. Yeah. So all this is gonna be tanking the boss here when we start. All this, you're gonna aim that first buster up north. Lumia Obinata, just don't get shot by that. And then for everyone else, after that buster goes out, you're gonna arm's length sure cast. Just make sure you stay inside the boss's hitbox, because there's gonna be a triple whack that comes out after that. And then the closer you are, the easier it is for you to dodge that. So just stay in the boss's hitbox there. After that, the Stigma Lock Lord is gonna hit 70% pretty soon. Make sure you guys make your way to a number if you're not assigned anything specific. Okay, so like us reflectors and dispellers, we're just gonna stay in the inner ring. Tanks, get to your number, and then everyone else pick a number and just stay there. Okay, you're gonna stay there. You're not gonna move or do anything for many seconds until the first push-pull mechanic. All right. So the way this is going to look for most folks is, and don't get AFK kicked, by the way. Make sure you wiggle check. Don't get AFK kicked. The way this is going to look for most folks is as follows. When the ad phase starts, Stigma Lock Lord is going to jump to the middle, become untargetable. There's going to be some ads that show up. So like approximately like there's something like that. Okay, I'm just kind of ballparking these markers. Ads are going to show up in front of you. All tanks will provoke, but the numbered tank will provoke with tank stance on, and then follow up with your unmend, shield, lob, lightning shot, tomahawk. Okay, just spam your threat tool. Do not take a single auto attack from a ad. 2 of those will apply twice come ruin, and you're dead. Okay, so if you get hit twice by an ad, you're on the ground, and the ad is going to get loose and start targeting other people. Okay. But all tanks try to get aggro. It's the numbered tank that needs to be top aggro. Unmarked tanks just stay like 2 or 3 at number 2, number 3 aggro, whatever. Your ad's gonna show up. Just pull it out to the outside. Once it approaches you, just pull it off to the left. Okay. You want to bait it. You want to pull your ad so it walks a very wide circle around the outer ring. All right, on this like white tile area on the outer ring. You want to pull it off to the left. We are going clockwise on the outer ring, so that's to the left facing the inside of the arena. So all the tanks on the marker are going to walk together. When you start doing that motion, you're going to go pretty slow. About 2/3 of the way to the next marker, the floor will turn yellow. Tanks will go to the next marker, whatever that next marker is. The yellow will get bright. The yellow will go away. Unmarked tanks, you're going to pop your sprint in bone, run the quarter lap, the next quarter lap, and then exactly 1 trap will explode. All right. Once you've done that, you've done your job. Go back to the tank you were tracking and just work on staying second or third threat and like stay close to that tank. Okay, because if they go down, we don't want that minnow getting loose and just walking off to some random like healer who's been healing or something. All right. And then that's it. Pay attention to mechanics. For everyone else, don't follow those tanks. Just stay on your number. Tanks are gonna do all that stuff. Just stay on your number. Don't try to if you're like a melee DPS, don't try to like run up and greed some GCDs or anything like that. Just stay on the number, okay? You're gonna get 1 of 2 debuffs of concern. There's gonna be the debuff with lines. Okay, so Mika Pika just put the picture of it in raid text chat on Discord, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, take a look. You're going to get 1 of 2 debuffs of concern. It's a debuff with lines, that is a pull mechanic, or the debuff of the pink cloud and do getting knocked back, that is push, okay? Push or pull is all resolved in a notch in these, like, notches in the outer and inner rings, okay? The length of the knockback or pull in effect is the length of these notches. Okay, so you will definitely, for the first one, it's going to resolve like right away. You will if you're following directions, you're already on a number, so you're already in position to resolve it. Just resolve it and then scatter after that. All right. Does anyone have any questions? Maybe. all right. We have some people who are auditory learners, right? I think that's the term. So for the auditory learners, there's a mnemonic that I use, and it actually helped me remember this. It took me like 5 different deaths on Minotaur getting here 5 times and then wiping until it really clicked as to what I need to do, and this is how I remember it. Okay, hopefully this helps you. If not, then you figure out your own way to remember it. You don't have to like it as long as it helps you remember. Okay. If you get the debuff with the lines, Stigma Lock Lord is eating spaghetti. You're getting sucked in. All right. If you get the debuff with the pink cloud and the guy getting knocked back after dinner, Sigmalok Lord is blowing out cigar smoke. You're getting blown out. Okay? Hopefully that helps you guys. If not, then you know you figure out your own way to remember it.
I love the peak on that mic.
All right. Team leads, let's get ready checks going out. Let's get a ready check from all team leads. Gonna report when ready. Yeah, just chill out on your numbers. It's more because the thing is, like, before I started saying that, like we would have like dragoons and shit like coming out here, like getting like greed GCDs on the ad and then getting stuck out here for entrapment. And then like the trap shows up and it's like right here. So yeah, that's why I'm telling folks, just stay on your number until entrapment is done. If you like run off to the left or right here, you might get blown up by a trap, so just chill out until the first push pull, because you are definitely safe. At least from entrapment, if you follow those instructions. Okay, so just make sure you guys do that. You can do NP and spear chucking and knife throwing if you're a ninja. If you're a monk, just sit there and meditate. Well, you don't have meditate, that's a different job. But yeah, just I don't know, an admin, do something, or actually just chill out. Don't even do anything. Delta is ready, Echo is ready, Alpha is ready, Bravo Charlie stand by for Foxtrot. Foxtrot is ready. All teams are ready. Stand by for countdown. Tank stance check. Only Aldous Firevine should have it on right now. All other tank stance off. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. And here we go. And for Lamia Obinata, just make sure you dodge that first buster. Or mitigate it. I mean, you're a tank too. It's not like the end of the world if you get hit by a tank buster. Free TVN. Sure. Just don't die. That's the big thing. Alright, here we go. Aim it north. Yeah, we have a super excited someone up there. Alright, buster going out. Everyone get close. Okay, after this buster goes out, get inside the box hitbox. Alright, come to arms length surecast. Inside box hitbox. Arms length surecast now. Alright. Dodge the trick. Oh, yeah, you went really fast. Get to your position. Get to your position. Circles. Yep. Bait your ads to the outside, please. I forgot to say don't blow it up right away, but it's fine, we're here now. Alright, entrapment's going out. Get to a number, get to a number, get to a number. There's a ball of fire up there. Oops. Okay, resolve your debuff. Lines is pull in, pink cloud push out. Okay, get in a notch, get in a notch, get in a notch. Make sure you scatter, okay? Don't gather up in one place and bait all those puddles. Ball of fire up. Doing relatively okay. Alright, pay attention to your debuff. It's not going to resolve right away. Get in a notch now. Get in a notch, please. Side of a notch. Okay. Puddles are coming back out. The next thing that's going to happen notch-wise is a push pull. Doing good. Doing good. Alright, resolve your debuff. Resolve your debuff. Resolve your debuff. Lines pull in. Pink cloud push out. Alright. Respect the balls. They are still up. Ball of fire is gonna shoot soon. Alright, raid wide going out. Okay, that sucks. Alright, deactivate tank stance. Let's get all this with only tank stance on. Alright, all this is at alpha, just clicking alpha. Alright, take these out. Take these out, don't drop those in the middle of the party. And keep running and drop them because they drop the puddle. Alright, get away from the boss. 1,000 ton swing. That is a 20-yard untelegraphed circle. If your 20-yard skill is too close, is in range or too close. Just like that. Alright, take all that shit out. There's gonna be one more set. Take the second set out. Take the second set out. And everyone else stack up in the middle. You're baiting cart and hook. Big question hook in the middle or somewhere in the middle. Don't really matter. Alright, when you're looking at that, you know what that means. Don't dodge into a puddle. Alright, get back to the middle. Get back to the middle and dodge this triple whack. Oh, I got all of them. Nice. Alright, Buster on 10. All this is facing at north, so get away from north. And everyone find your arm's length sure cast. Alright, okay, let's get our teammates ready. Please stay on this platform. Don't go off the platform. I'm losing my shell. Stay right here. If we have like super bad luck with reses and we can't get everyone up, then we're gonna ask people to depart before going to the queen. So we don't deal with like extra health, more health than necessary. Is it all? Anyone else dead? Alright, it's just those two? Okay. Okay, let me get next here. One left south? Okay, yeah. I see someone working on it, so they're not just being left alone. I'm gonna encourage you to just keep your sack. Because we want that during the fight. Just so we can get a healer up for sure in time for LB3. Or whatever the case might be. Folks, keep in mind the minimum Lost Rise that I asked for is 3 in the pocket. So for you folks who have healers who are bringing like more than 3, like make sure you guys thank them, because that's them being super generous. All right, is anyone else dead? Did we miss a body here up north? No. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and go to the queen. Yeah, I brought 11. 10 in the holster and one ready to go.
Brought 11? That's crazy. That's more than Atmo.
Yeah.
Atmo looks 10. I think he's crazy too.
Well, yeah, 10 in the holster and then 1 slotted in. I think Atma brings like Seraph Strike.
Yeah.
I don't bring any damage. I'm just like Resbot and Reflect and Dispel. All right. Got some cutscene enjoyers. Feel free to enjoy that cutscene. And once again, we find ourselves in front of the queen. And today we are going to... What did I say? Respect, right? Yes. We're going to respect the queen. Let's have all tanks up front. All tanks up front. Actually, we still have some cutscene enjoyers, so we'll hold for a second. No need to apologize for something that's explicitly allowed. Alright. Let's get all tanks up front. We're gonna assign some tank responsibilities here. I feel like you want to do something important, so we're gonna give you that. Yeah, let's give you this. We have some tanks who are hiding from responsibility here. Not today. All right. So we're gonna triple tank swap the what do you call it? The cleansing slash. So the way that works is as follows: our number 1 tank is going to pull the boss when we start the fight. So that's Rain Dust Rider is going to be pulling the boss when we start. We're gonna do 1 mechanic, and then we're gonna deal with our first cleansing slash. So going into the cleansing slash, Rain Dust Strider and Iryoku Avaleska will both pop all of their mitts. Iryoku is going to provoke during the cast. So Rain's going to take the first hit, Iryoku is going to take the second hit, and then Cedric Valhorn, you're going to turn on your tank stance and then provoke after the second hit, and then you're going to carry the boss from that point forward. We're going to do more mechanics, and then the second cleansing slash, we're going to go in reverse order. If Cedric is still up, they'll be tanking the boss. So Cedric, you're going to pop all your mitts, and Iryoku again is going to pop all of his mitts. Iryoku is going to cast, is going to provoke during the cast and take the second hit again. And then Rain Dust Rider is going to provoke after the second hit and then resume carrying the boss. We'll do more mechanics, go into Super Chest 2, and then we're going to do 1 more cleansing slash in 1, 2, 3 order. So Rain Dust Rider, Iryoku Avaleska, pop all mitts. Iryoku provokes after popping, or after the, during the cast, excuse me. And then Cedric Valhorn is going to provoke after the second hit, and then you're going to carry the boss all the way to the end, okay? For all remaining tanks, please take a look here. Figure out, find a tank to shadow and just kind of be ready to jump in for them. But if any of these tanks die, just be ready to jump in and just call out if you're 1, 2, or 3, okay? All right, let's get our reflectors and dispellers called out. I will dispel. Got number 2. Yeah, there's a doom, by the way. Thank you for the reminder. Healers, be advised that we are not disrespecting the Buster. Okay, so what you don't normally see when we disrespect the Buster is the doom. So a tank that takes damage from a cleansing slash is going to get a doom. So make sure you Asuna them quickly, because it happens really fast. All right, dispel, reflect. Yes, Noah, reflect. Let's get, yep, there we go, Astraceae, thank you, reflect. Let's get 1 more dispeller, please. I'll dispel 1. 1 more person with dispel. Call it out. Did we burn? Okay, there we go, thank you. I'll go into it. So reflectors and dispellers, your mechanic happens at 2 times in this fight. And also, for those of you who are not explicitly a reflector, but you have like a light curtain in the pocket, you're now also an assistant reflector, okay? You're gonna be helping out with light curtain. But this is gonna happen twice in the fight. There's gonna be some lightning orbs on the field. All of you reflecting should pick the same orb, ideally in the middle next to the queen, so our melee range doesn't get like have to chill out for many seconds. Pick the orb that's next to the queen, and all of you reflect it. Okay, if it is a split decision, the smaller group needs to go join the larger group and then just continue reflecting. Okay, you're still gonna have your reflect buff. Just walk over and reflect a few more pulses. Okay. It takes many people, many pulses to kill an orb. This is not like previous reflect mechanics where like you only have to reflect once and like only 1 person needs to do it. Okay. That said, not all the orbs need to be reflected. Only 1 needs to be reflected. So all of you just group up under the same orb and reflect it, and hopefully it gets resolved quickly. Okay. At the same time, dispellers, you are dispelling the queen. There are 4 buffs. Just make sure you keep casting dispel until all 4 buffs are gone. Okay, don't assume that your co-dispellers are handling it. And then for everyone else who is not reflecting, just go away and try not to get zapped by an orb. Okay, the orb, like, here, let me clear this markers. So the orb, if it shows up on this tile, like the orb, like the presence of the orb, like how it looks, it's that high, like where that letter is, the letter B. It's that high off the ground. So you want to pay attention. It's not going to be on the ground like the other reflect mechanics. So pay attention. Make sure you don't run next to another orb if you're if you're told to scatter, okay? And that's going to happen 2 times. Sorry, let me scroll up to full host plan because I feel like I'm forgetting stuff. Okay, let's talk about super chests. So there are two so-called super chest mechanics in this fight. What that is the queen will go untargetable, mark a safe spot that we have to finish on, and then give everyone 2 movement edicts, okay? Just like in normal mode, you have to like walk out that number of tiles and then stop, and then you get the check or whatever. Here, you get 2 of those to resolve in sequence, one at a time, and you want to finish on the safe spot. So this is pretty much call-out carry here. What you want to do is find the safe spot first and start running away. As you're running away from the safe spot, so that's either north to south, south to north, I will look around and I will make a call. Right, I'm going to observe the chess pieces on the sides and see if they're hitting the wall and the wall and or the back row, and I'll make a call. So for example, say the safe spot shows up dead north. There's only 2 possible spots where the safe spots can show up. So for example, if it shows up north, start running away to the south. As we're running south, I'm going to look around, and maybe this time it's while it's safe, back is safe. I'm going to say 6 is in the corner, 7's on delta, 5's on 2, or alpha or Charlie, something like that. Okay, what I'm talking about, 5, 6s, and 7s, you want to add up the 2 debuffs, the movement debuffs, because there's numbers on them. So you're going to get 2 movement debuffs with the numbers between 2, 3, and 4. You add those 2 numbers, you're going to get a sum of 5, 6, or 7. I'll be dictating where 5s, 6s, and 7s start the mechanic. So get in position as soon as I call it out, and just wait there, okay? You're going to get your first movement edict after a few seconds. You want to check your head and count out how many dots are showing up over your head, okay? That's how many steps you have to move. You want to move towards the right wall facing the safe spot, and when you run out of numbers, stop moving. If you run out of space to run to the right because there's a death wall right in front of you, you start going down the wall towards the safe spot. When you run out of numbers, you stop. Okay, wait for the stun. Your second number is going to show up. Just run to the safe spot at that point. Doesn't even matter what your number is. Just if you're going to die, die in the safe spot. Okay. And then that's it. That's going to happen 2 times. All right, Relentless 2 curse pattern. Just be advised for one of the Relentless plays. There's an untelegraphed safe spot that you may have to navigate. Okay. The way this works is as follows. The queen will slash through the arena 2 times. The first time comes from a diagonal. She's going to cleave half the arena. That's going to happen in conjunction with knockback orb. You saw this earlier during the Queen's Guard fight. We had the knockback orb mechanic. Same thing happens here, except this time you want to get knocked out of the way of where the queen was slashed through, okay? It might so happen that the queen will cleave a majority of what would normally be safe. If that happens, just stack on me, but the idea is to get knocked like 90 degrees away, like out of the way of the slash, alright? That is the first slash. The second slash comes from a cardinal direction, north to south, east to west, something like that. Again, random. She's going to cleave half the arena. That's going to happen in conjunction with untethered soldiers. Untethered soldiers, we did not see this earlier, but untethered soldiers are the safe spot. They're not going to jump around or anything. Oh, we lost someone to AFK. We lost someone in the AFK right here at the queen. Oh well. Make sure you don't get AFK kicked. So, to continue, that's going to happen with a untethered soldiers. Just make sure you find the safe spot for that. Okay, untethered soldiers are a safe spot. That's happening in conjunction with the queen slashing through in a cardinal direction. And then finally, murder chests. This is the first major mechanic we're going to see, like about 30 seconds in the fight. So this happens as follows. The arena will convert from a circle to a square. There's going to be 2 chess pieces on the east and west sides. Identify which row those east and west chess pieces are pointing into. Those rows will not be safe. Then a number of dots will show up on those pieces. That's how many steps into the board they're going to step. Those columns will not be safe. Finally, North Swing Glow is going to force us into a cardinal direction. So for example, if it shows up as the 3 dots, they grow into the lines wherever the lines meet, is where the big the 2 Minotaur circles show up. So for example, if it shows up and it forces us away from alpha towards 1, the front half of the 1 column is not safe, the back half is safe, okay? The reason that's important is because if this west chest piece decides to go in 1 tile, then this entire back row will not be safe, and as a result, worst case scenario, we'll have 3 half squares of safe spot to navigate that. All right, so be prepared to deal with something like that. All right, that's all I got. Team leads are, excuse me, before I say that, Aether Shielding tanks, do not update your Aether Shield. You should have, I want to say 9 out of 15 charges on your Aether Shield, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, don't re-up your Aether Shield. That second Aether Shield in your pocket is for Soft Enrage if we get that far, okay? Going into Soft Enrage, you're gonna use your final charge of Aether Shield, and then like the Ray Whites start going out. Halfway through that, you're gonna see an Imperial Iniquity. That's what your second Aether Shield is for. So going into Soft Enrage, you use your final Aether Shield, then you immediately reslot from your holster over your existing Aether Shield to reset the cooldown, and then you use it again during the Soft Enrage for Imperial Iniquity, okay? Speaking of Imperial Iniquity, raid wide concern is Imperial Iniquity and God Save the Queen in every instance of those raid wides. Just you're going to be using Aether Shield and Stone Skin 2 for those pseudo tanks, just like in TA, okay? Just like Gloria Boja. But again, I'll call it out, okay? All right, that's it. That's all I got. Team leads, go ahead and run your ready checks. Please report when ready. And be advised, in Alpha Team, we do have 7 people remaining, so we're not going to get LB3. Anla, just actually, there's never mind. I was gonna say keep track of LB, but it always happens after Super Chest 2, assuming we don't do any queen pushes.
Yeah, good for you.
All right. Yeah, but we will get our healer LB after Super Chest 2, assuming we don't push the boss. Which I've never seen it happen in Lego Stepford, but I've seen it happen once in a reclear. Alright, while ready checks are going out, I want to shout out all the people who made this run happen today, who helped make this run happen. So to our 2 sweepers, Ophelia Aveline and Lorelei Masters, thank you for running Sweep 2, Sweep 3 respectively, and revealing traps before and after TA. Thank you to Mega Solomon for clearing the duel, getting their first dub on the duel, and getting everyone their hand token, so shout out to Mega Solomon for doing that. Thank you to our Flare Star Healer Make 5, returning veteran. Good to see you again. Our renders, Anlasanth Aranilde and Vera Vespar, thank you too for running Rens 1 and 2 respectively, and giving everyone the 10% damage boost. Thank you to our Golem side lead, Chris Johansson, for leading Golem side through their encounter. And then thank you to our team leads. Alpha team lead, Fennicus Firebird, Bravo team lead, Noah Fletcher, Charlie team lead, Zixion Karn, Delta team lead, Cusifer Karn, Echo team lead, Pumpkin Spice Fala. It's your season. And then Foxtrot team lead, Riley Nabolo. And then finally, thank you guys for showing up and being part of this raid. This raid doesn't happen without you guys. You could have chosen to do anything else with your time, but you are here with us at Lego Steppers with me as your host. So thank you for doing that, and hopefully I made excellent use of your time. All right. Let's see who is ready. Echo is ready, Alpha is ready, Charlie's ready, Foxtrot is ready, Delta is ready, and Bravo is ready. All teams are ready for the final time in this dungeon. Please pop food. Please pop food. Just gonna slap this in because I'm probably gonna use it. Okay. Tank stance check. Only Hex 1 Rain Dusk Strider should have tank stance on. All other tanks tank stance off. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Good luck. Have fun. Win or lose. Thank you for showing up, being a part of our DRS runs here on Lego Steppers. And let's do as much damage as we can when we start, and hopefully we can put this one in the ground. Okay, go ahead and pop sprint. Let's get in there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Alright, no need to turn it around. You want to stack with your teammates here. Okay. Alright, here we go. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the breach. You're going to teleport back a few steps in a few moments here, so melee folks just be ready for that. Alright, observe the east and west chest pieces. Those rows will not be safe. Take a look at the numbers, that's how many steps in. These columns will not be safe, so this middle column will not be safe. No swim glow is forcing us back here. Back half of this tile that I'm standing on right now, this is safe. Back half. Alright, on one. That middle column is not safe. Middle column, not safe. Alright, good job. We are expecting this buster in a few seconds. When you see the cleansing slash, pop out your mitts. And turn off the tank stance ring. Alright, go ahead and provoke. You can take the second hit. Make sure you dispel your tank, I guess. Alright, and number 3 take over. Good job. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed, good job. And we're going into Super Chest 1. That was a very clean triple tank swap, by the way, good job. Alright, find the safe spot, go the other way. Alright, we're going south. Wall is unsafe, back is unsafe. 5's on Bravo, 6's to the left of Bravo, 7's to the left of 6's, 5's on Bravo. 6's to the left of Bravo facing the safe spot, 7's to the left of 6's. No one should be on that back row. 5's on Bravo, 6's to the left of Bravo, 7's to the left of 6's. Stand by for first move and eat it. Alright, we're going down the alpha column, not the Charlie column, the alpha column. When you run out of dots, stop moving. If you get the red line, you need to go back. You went too far. Alright, finish it up in the safe spot. If you're gonna die, die in the safe spot. Do not die outside of the safe spot, get re-raised, and then get killed again by this raid while this about to go out. Alright, good enough. Stack it up right here onto you. This is fine. Not on the 2 marker, just here on this box. This is fine. Stack it up tight. The big mitigation event is about to happen. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, all of your mitts. All team mitts. Alright, Reflect and Dispel is coming up next. There's going to be a Sovereignty gauge. Once that hits 100, pop light button. 96, 97, 98. Non-reflectors start going away. 100, light button now. Dispels on Queen. There's the orb. There's, I don't know where I can't see the orb. Oh, there's one on Alpha. Alright, everyone get inside of the shell. Everyone get inside that shell. Alright, good job. Good enough. Alright. We're going into Relentless 1. Order of operation is North Swing Glow Feathers to win Gunner Mechanic. Observe the gunner between 3 and 4. That's where you're going to show your air. Between 3 and 4 on the northwest of Marina. If you're tethered right now, you're going to swirly wind after North Swing Glow. There we go, North Swing Glow showing up. We're going off to the west here. Or excuse me, south. Tethers to wind. Oh shit. Tethers to wind. Gunner Mechanic, show your hold to the corner between 3 and 4. Alright, turret inside. Alright, triple tank swap. Cedric Valhorn is going to take the first hit. All your mitts, so you have to provoke. Alright, that's 1. Cedric will after you. Go ahead and provoke. And go, yep, there we go. Rain's got it. Very good. Another clean tank swap. Alright, we're going to Relentless 2. Possible curse pattern. Doesn't always happen, but if it does happen, you can look for the triangle. Knight gonna show up? Knight is right a corner. There's the queen. Curse pattern. Knight corner right over here. Stack on triangle. Alright, untethered. There's like Bravo and Alpha. There's queen. Alright, all this safe stuff between Bravo and Alpha. This is all safe right here. All this is safe. She's gonna go away soon, so don't start moving. Go take the shield, stone skin 2, heavy knit. Then start both of them burst all together, then she comes back from super chest 2. No healers on Bravo, just heal hard. Your super healer needs to heal hard. Alright. Safe spot, go there. We're going up north. Back is safe. Wall is safe. 5's on 1. 6 is in the corner. 7's on 3. 5's on 1. 6 is in the corner. 7's on 3. 5's on 1. 6 is in the corner. 7's on 3. Stand by for your first movement needed. Alright, down the 4 column. You run out of dots. Stop moving. If you get the red line, you go back. Red line, you went too far. You almost corrected yourself, I saw that. Points for effort. Alright, get in the safe spot. You're gonna die in the safe spot. Alright, Alright, Bravo healer is up, good. Okay, take a look at your LB gauge. Once you have healer LB3, get your people up. Triple swap now, or your people should vote. Oh, I don't know, we might take a second here. Okay, you guys good. Yeah, heal LB3 now if you can. We don't have the LB in Alpha, so... Stack up tight. Stack up tight right where everyone is. Stack up tight. Alright, order of operations here. Knight is going to show up on a sword omen. Find the safe spot, go away after it teleports. And then normal mode turrets. Alright, where is it going to go? We're going to go far to the left. Far to the left, normal mode turrets going out. Sovereignty at 98, 99, don't get shot by this stuff. 100, like her now. Dispel the thing, there's the ball. Ball's right behind her, there's a ball lightning right behind her. Alright, everyone in the shell, Come on, let's go. Okay. Alright, good job. That was super clean. It's like we don't have first timers here, but I see all the oh, that's a lot of first time achievements. That's great. Y'all did really good. Alright, when you loot this chest, there's 4 items that come out from that, so if you're like a chronic hoarder like I am, make sure you have enough space to loot the chests. What happened? Did someone DC during the poll? I didn't see any DCs. Yeah,
No,
if you DC'd, go ahead.
I thought he DC'd, that's why he dies in the front.
Oh.
He just got legs.
That's a leg day, alright. Yeah, I farm my metal by doing DRS. Cause I never die. Just kidding. I say that, and next time I go in here, I'm gonna die with something. Alright, make sure you loot your personal spoils. At this point, we're done with the raid, so if you got places to be, then thank you for showing up. If you can hang out, we've got a few optional, but a little bit. I'm willing to say a little bit popular post raid activity. But yeah, if you can spend time, feel free to hang out, and we're gonna do some post raid celebrations for all of our first time players. If you have places to be, then thank you for showing up, and good luck to whatever you're doing. Go ahead. We're gonna take a picture back here against the tree. Yeah, if you got places to be, then thank you for showing up. I'm gonna take a picture of our achievements here real quick. Yeah, good seeing you again, healer. Alright. I'll print screen. I'm gonna put this in victory lap on Discord, so if you need a picture for like proof of a reclear or something, if you want to join one of those, then I am putting this picture in raid text chat. Oh no, excuse me, victory lap. So feel free to use that picture. Alright, we'll give it a few moments for folks to do what they want to do with their G poses. Yeah, first, congrats to all of our first time clears. Alright, go ahead and finish up your G pose. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to meet up at Sargatanis server Domain Enclave. So if you're not on Sarg, teleport to Alda and do your server jump over Sargatanis. And then teleport back to the Domain Enclave main Aetheryte. If this is a reclear for you or you are following along on Twitch, go to the place and do the thing. Yeah, I don't care much for, you know, nothing against FF logs, but I don't care much for log numbers. The number I do care about, other than how many first time clears we get, is how big this next thing is going to be. So I will pad the shit out of these numbers here. Alright, so for our first timers, come on over to Sargatanis, teleport to Domain Enclave and await further instructions. If this is a reclear for you, go to the place and do the thing. And if you happen to be watching out on Twitch, feel free to join us and be part of the victory celebration.
I'd like to volunteer to be the standard bearer.
Sure. Go for it. I see. Okay, I don't know why people volunteer for it, because it used to just happen. Like I've never really. That's not really been like an assigned thing. People just do it. Sometimes we have like 3 standard bearers. I remember when like it was like Chuck, Kaguya, and Miori, and then like other folks would be all up there and leading the way. Like I think it was them. It was one of those guys that started the tradition.
Yeah.
Definitely not my idea. But I'm not gonna complain. Shout out to Chuck, still waiting for him to do his Chunibyo run.
Yeah, I think he's gonna wait until he gets a Penta Legend.
What's he doing? What?
I think he's trying to get Penta Legend.
Oh, Penta. Oh, he's still working on an ultimate.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's missing, I think, DSR.
Really? I thought he cleared that already.
No, I cleared top and the rest. But
All right.
I'll have to ask him the next time I see him.
Yeah, we missed Chuck. All right. Is everyone who is going to show up? Is anyone still on the way? Please say something. Otherwise, we're just going to assume that everyone who's going to be here is already here. All right. Last call. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, we have one on the way. That's cool. We'll wait. Let us know when you're in place, though. So which server? Sargatanis. So come on over to Sarg. And then teleport to Domain Enclave. Yeah, let us know if you're like on a PS4 or on a PC with a physical cylindrical hard disk spinning furiously to load all the assets. Yep, come on over. Come on over. If this is a first time clear for you, you know what? If this is a first time clear for you on Lego Steppers, go to the main Aetheryte. And if this is a re-clear for you, go to the place and do the thing. Because often people who have already cleared, like they'll show up here and like they'll never get the experience of being part of this at least once. So if this is a first time clear for you at Lego Steppers, go to the place and do the thing, and we'll let you. I mean, it's not like that can stop you, right? We'll celebrate you too. All right, is anyone else on the way? Question mark? What's the question mark for? Are you good? Are you still on the way, Finicus, or first time clear? Yeah, okay. So if this is the first time clear, just hang out at the main aetheryte and await further instructions. Is anyone else still on the way? All right, I'm assuming everyone who's going to be here is present. So for our first timers, make sure you loot your Cerberus whistle from your achievement window. Yeah, make sure you open up, if you haven't already, open up your achievement window and claim your Cerberus whistle. Make sure you use it, and then mount up on your newly acquired Cerberus mount as a achievement reward for clearing DRS for the first time. Go ahead and mount up, and once you've done that, find your RP walk. So that is the division symbol on your numpad if you're a keyboard mouse player. Slow press on your controller if you're a controller user. And you're gonna RP walk to this position, the northern northern enclave. Come on up. Come on up. Come on and RP walk up here. You want to go slow so all the townspeople NPCs can see you. If you go full sprint, then they'll be like, "What is that?" Don't care. I don't think I've ever actually said this, but I think I got the idea of RP walk from a Snoop song. I'll have to dig it up. When you're cruising down the boulevard, put it in park. Anyway, that is neither here nor there. All right. Thank you, Iryoku. Good to see you again, sir. Welcome and congrats. Come on in. Just come on in. Congrats on your clear. Finicus Firebird, Drizzt Dubandum, Noah Fletcher, Kitiara Majer, Yoreli Antzoa, Shinji Ikari, Riley Nabolo, and looks like that's it. Yay. Alright, bring it in. Dogpile in the middle. That's the button I was looking for. Alright, congratulations on your newly acquired, or perhaps reclear for you if this is a reclear for you. Congratulations on clearing DR Savage. And if you just got your serve mount, that is a 4-person mount, as Pompadour mentioned. So whenever you're cruising around and farming frags or whatever in Bozja, feel free to give your teammates ride pillion on the heads. And yeah, enjoy it. And congrats again. Good luck to whatever you're doing this weekend, and thank you guys again for showing up.
Thanks so much for the run.
Yep.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm disconnecting from voice chat now. Have a good weekend, everyone.